I'm already there.
Oh.
Beach is all. Also, hello everyone.
Wow.
How you all doing?
Hello. Greetings. Hi.
Where's
Greetings,
the box?
friend.
I'm trying
Did everyone immediately reveal the box?
Okay. Good.
Oh, because today I've done something even worse.
There is no
I
box.
removed the command to
I know. I'm
open
looking
the
for it
box.
right now. Damn you.
No,
You
it's
can't
not
open the box.
there. You
Excellent.
can't open the box today.
I like this.
What if we're really good? We
No,
won't be, but what if we were?
no,
No, we're never.
sorry,
that good.
I'm not gonna go back on my word.
Imagine a world in which we were good.
Oh,
That world
That
isn't
was-
worth
it's
living
not
in.
a
You know what? Because we can't look at the box. Take this.
Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know what we're doing.
Yeah,
I don't,
you
oh, you
take a drink.
dehydrated.
Yeah, I did. Wow, I'm hurt.
That reminds me,
Good.
I should remove
Good.
Cherison Ford as a redemption on these nights. I keep forgetting to do that. I can't turn into a chair while playing D&D.
Wait, what?
Or
Imagine
unless...
imagine if we were all properly prepared. Imagine if someone did roll calls
Yeah.
to see if everyone was ready.
And then they all said yes.
The
and no
I
one
said
was.
no! I distinctly screamed no!
No, this was one of those questionnaires where you can't go back. You gotta make sure you.
I
read
hate
properly.
those
And
questionnaires.
You said
Oh my
yes,
God.
and then we had moved on.
Look, it's like questionnaires that don't allow you to go back. Because what if you don't like the way they're continuing their questioning and go, no, I don't like these questions. I want to go back and change my answer.
It's too late.
I don't like it. When I read my Choose Your Own Adventure books, I kept like 4 fingers in separate pages at all times so that I could go back.
Oh yeah, I would use my bookmarks.
Mm-hmm.
Or when I was older, I would put old receipts in there because I would use receipts like bookmarks. I still do that, by the way, in my D&D book.
All it's done is progress to the point where you just quick save constantly in RPGs, right?
Yeah.
Hey. Except there's hours of hours in between each one instead of a page flip.
You don't have to call me out like this. I
No,
totally
that was
don't
not
save
necessary.
5 times in a row just to
No.
make sure I'm okay before quitting out of the game.
No,
And then to hit quit, and it's like, are you sure? And I go, oh, I'll save one more time.
even
Look.
though the button says save and quit, I always manually save first.
Yes.
And then
Yes.
save and quit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
Have to.
Yeah.
That's the
Honestly,
amazing part of
I
the
was
art
calling
program
myself
I use.
out more than anyone.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Whenever I'm playing Destiny, like I talk to an NPC, I walk anywhere, F5. 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 Quick save, quick save, quick save. Anytime I'm playing an isometric RPG, I'm quick saving like 100 times a minute, is how it feels. Like the game
Divinity?
becomes stop motion.
Friggin' Divinity Original Sin. Yeah.
Yeah.
Quick saves for days.
Yeah.
What I usually name my divinity saves is we fucked up. We fucked up 1. We fucked up 2.
Accurate.
Wow, if
About
only we
to fuck up.
Could you imagine if we could do that in D&D?
That's what I was going to say.
Yeah.
Or real
I did-
life.
I did allow that for a party once because they TPK'd session 1. So I was like, we could just, rewind and you get to go again.
If I can turn back
Or his
time,
head. Bobby, I need to fix your head 1 second. For some reason,
find
it's...
no way.
Speaking
window is way larger
speaking
than
of D&D, last night we had the monthly one shot, and it was
How did
a
that go?
hoot. It was a hoot and a half because the Sky Pirates they had to decide whether to raid a merchant vessel or pay their electricity bill.
Look, paying the electricity bill is pretty important.
I don't know if
you
there's
don't
any-
understand. You don't understand. They didn't owe money for power spent. They owed power.
Oh,
Oh.
They had to go
electric
gather a
power
light
bill.
bill to pay.
wow.
Look, I don't know if
Oh,
there's
yeah.
many adults in chat, but like, let's be real. Paying the electricity bill off fully, that gets a tingle going, right?
Well,
Does that get a tingle going
Well,
for anyone
say
else?
that,
It's-
bro, but I
No.
pay mine every week.
What kind of a tingle are we talking
Every
about?
week.
Yes, so I put
Like a
an
shock?
X amount of dollars, and it
It's a
gets
shock
be
somewhere.
paid.
Oh, you
straight
got
into
like
the account.
prepay.
Straight into it.
powers.
So
Yeah.
I know how much roughly it's going to be a month. Sometimes it's less, sometimes it's more. But generally, when you see that credit after 3 months, and you sit in there going, that would be nice for summer.
You know what? That is wonderful pre-planning. Where's that pre-planning in literally every other thing that you do?
Hang on. Let me move over to
Mod
my phone bill
Magic.
and my rent.
Okay,
Can
let me
we-
move.
Can we just interrupt this incredibly boring conversation and play some D&D? As much
Yeah.
as I love talking about fucking bills.
I'm proud about my
Look,
bills.
I'm sure Bill is great and that you two have a wonderful time in the
Who's
bedchamber.
Bill?
No, he still fucks
Bill
me
does
over.
not give me a tingle,
Weekly
okay?
visits to the bedchamber for Orb. Oh my god.
He doesn't even take me out to dinner before he fucks me.
No. Because even after the dinner, there's another fucking bill, you know?
Exactly.
There's
Always.
just bills everywhere.
Too many of them.
But
All
yes,
right.
no.
I'm done now.
Hello, everyone, all around. I hope you're all doing wonderful this Sunday. Welcome to Dramonia, session 71. I'm Joseph Koser, the dungeon mistress, forever benevolent and never malevolent. And I have with me friends
Mm.
and an acquaintance.
I'm the acquaintance.
Oof.
I'm the acquaintance.
Everyone's just like collectively, oof, it's me.
No, I'm a friend. I know I'm a friend. There's no way I'm an acquaintance.
I'm an acquaintance.
I'm a friend.
I'm an acquaintance.
So we're gonna start with a friend. Gudatome, we have you
I
here
made the cut.
Congratulations.
playing single name George, like Cher or Beyonce, you know?
Maybe he has a
You
last
got-
name. Who knows?
Yeah, I
Who
was just
knows,
thinking,
who
God, do we
knows?
actually...
Never
But
asked.
yes.
You only just
Gudatome-
found out last session.
Gudatome is playing George, the Starling Bard Sorcerer. And then we have AussieDevFro playing Rudy Magic Hands McGee, the Reborn Grave Cleric. We've got Cuddly Raptor playing Nana Melivora, the Gnome Druid. We've got Roju from Participation Award playing Gerald, the Wizard. Also Sorcerer, but also Warlock and not actually a Wizard. It's just part of his name. It's not that he's playing a wizard. It's part of his name.
Yeah.
And then we have Wettistorm. Also a friend.
Yay!
Yay!
Playing Arthur Orblet III. The Elven Rogue Ranger.
Shit, that means
Also-
it's us three.
I have another title that is missing.
Shit, what?
Leader of
Acting.
the party.
Acting.
Acting captain of the Midnight Suns Guild of Volunteers.
God.
Oh no.
It's true. It's true. For those of you who are watching on my end, I am having some camera issues, not with me, but my dear friends and the acquaintance.
With the
Camera
rest
feed
of us.
sometimes freeze up a little bit, but we can still hear you all fine. The audio is coming through, so we're just gonna.
I do see that my
just
face
keep
is frozen on a very dumb face. So
Everyone
I'm
strap
sorry
silly
about
faces and then let it freeze.
Everyone but
Nice.
Gerald and I are frozen right now for me.
Yeah, it swaps around. These things
That's
happen.
okay.
Oh,
These
the
things
look on
do
my
happen.
face while I'm frozen.
Well, Orb's just being an
we're-
idiot, but like that's the.
I'm not getting.
Or
Like-
if you stay like that, your face is gonna freeze.
Yeah, the wind
A
will
fly will
change.
buzz in.
Speaking
oh my
of
God, a
flies
moth
and
flew into
wind,
my eye yesterday.
Wait, what?
A moth flew into my eye yesterday while I was playing games.
What?
I just screamed randomly, and my friends were like, "What the fuck?"
Oh,
I was like, "There's a moth in my eye."
What is it with moths and dive bombing faces?
what is it, Cuddly? Cuddly just did
Sorry,
a weird and then muted. I'm terrified.
yeah, I was trying to figure it out, and I knew I would be talking to myself and mumbling, so I didn't want to interrupt anything. Sorry. every single camera flickered on and off on
Yeah.
my screen, and
I've
then
just
was
seen
that,
it. It was
was that
crazy.
everyone? Oh, okay. Yeah.
No,
you
it
bet.
didn't happen to me, but I seen it on your stream.
Yeah, you guys
Wait,
are phasing
is it the Google Meet that's the
I think
issue
it's the
then,
Google
maybe?
Meet that's a little weird because I'm having the same freezing
um,
issue that you're
It's
having.
it's fine for me,
Fine
but
for
it
me
could be
too.
because I'm the host. So
Yeah. Or you could just be haunted. That's
you could be
know.
haunted.
I
yeah.
think I might be
I mean,
haunted.
I'd like that. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. I'll take a haunting, please. Maybe I won't feel so lonely.
Check your EMF.
Yeah.
Check your
Yeah, it's a 5. It's a 5. We're good.
There you go.
We're good.
We should.
Where are you?
Are you French?
Maui.
Can you paint?
Are you dangerous? Yes. Good.
Oh.
Me too.
I heard danger. Hello.
Hello. But yes,
Would
we're
you
gonna
like
play
some
some
danger for
D&D.
breakfast?
Oh my god. Danger.
I can
Danger,
show you
danger.
danger.
Tell me the news. I gotta.
I'd like
I
to
don't know
play
if you're
some
just
D&D,
making a
please.
voice or if you're actually threatening us.
That's just a voice. It was a character I played. She was a sociopath and serial killer. Also, chief
Oh,
of medicine.
Yeah, that adds up, honestly.
Yeah. She was a lead surgeon, chief of medicine. Everything was fine.
Everything was fine. I believe you.
Yeah.
Also, Cuddly's now frozen on my screen in a position very much like,
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Anyone watching my screen just look at Cuddly just looks like,
No.
That's how I feel inside, so it matches and
I'm not
tries.
seeing anyone freezing, but I am
But
here
he's
for
just
it.
gone. I don't know. I'm sorry, Orm. This is just how you're gonna be today. We can't fix it in post. There's no post.
Everyone make an expression. We'll take a picture, and that'll be our faces for today. We're gonna be PNG tubing.
oh, we
Let's
should all be Twitch emotes then.
Everyone make a pog
Oh.
face.
I got my uwu. Hang on, let me find my uwu. I got this.
Everyone make a pog face. You're gonna be the next Twitch pog.
I can do this. I can do. No. I'm gonna do this.
It's not gonna work because Aussie's frozen on my end.
I'm not frozen. I'm just. Am I
I
frozen?
said on my end. On
Oh.
my end.
Oh yeah, it keeps flickering on Cuddly's end.
Success.
Yeah. This will be interesting.
I'm gonna channel my inner Roju. Can we play D&D?
Thank you.
This is gonna be an interesting week with the cameras.
Oh god, I am not. That's not. Aussie, please, Aussie.
I wonder if I can do that too.
God. Oh my god. Everyone's dead.
I can.
Oh, gosh.
Please hold. I can do this too.
Anyway, my backgrounds are working again. FYI, I didn't know if they were or weren't, but there they go. They're working again.
Let me see. I have many emotes I can choose. Which emote should I choose?
Oh dear.
Is there one that lets us play D&D?
Yeah, actually, I kind of want to play D&D
Oh, for
next.
God's sake.
I think the cameras are just gonna be a little screwy tonight. Oh, wait. Honestly, that sums up Arthur so well, so it's fine. Yeah, we see you. Get back in the frame. Yeah.
Wait, what is she? What's that? What has Josie got?
I don't know, but I like it.
I think I should.
Violence prepared as well.
I'm gonna bring the.
You know,
uwu back.
I'm just trying to measure how fucked Aussie is.
Oh,
Me?
no.
Yeah, you.
I don't
You.
think your ruler is long enough.
What did I do?
Yeah, I
That's a
don't know.
ruler? Oh, okay.
It only goes up to 160 centimeters. Because it's broken. It's very
I'm
sharp in
actually
the
taller
end.
than your ruler.
That's okay. I only need like a couple
No,
of
you're
inches.
not.
It's fine.
Oh my god.
I only have 10 centimeters on mine, but mine's also a pin, a filer, a leveler, a few weapons, a bottle opener, a box cutter, two screwdrivers.
Gude,
Mhm.
this is not meant to be anything towards you. I love your anecdotes. Last time on Dramonia, having attempted to corner Brother David, a member of the Abbey in Ebonspire, after finding out that he was a spy for the succulent Jalira, to quote George, saying, "Jalira's bitch is here." The party transported themselves and David to the hills outside the city where Bjorn had been reincarnated previously that day. As the Vanguard started interrogating the friar, Gerald's sending stone rang, and a familiar voice on the other end claimed she had more than one seed planted within the city. And suddenly, Brother David went stiff, his eyes turning bloodshot red, and he fell down dead at your feet. They contacted the Queen, and by the time the detect magic ritual finished, Venerian Quinn swooped down to the party. Turns out the friar was wearing a ring that ensures death upon the wearer falling unconscious. Rudy slapped the corpse and demanded it answer some questions, which it did, revealing that he has no idea who else in the city works for the Fiendess, and that the way he communicates is by simply speaking out loud within his chambers every 7 days after sunset. With the body handed over to Venerian, the party rushed to the college to meet Sin before it left the city. Young Halfling declined Anana's offer to regenerate the missing leg, but offered everyone a heartfelt goodbye as she left with her new mentor, Zivash. The next morning, after hazing some new recruits, the Vanguard transported themselves via Nana's magic to a small garden among trees and rolling hills, where little gardener Ami was ready to greet them. Cuddly, the floor is yours.
All right. So the party has just stepped through and out of Nana's front door. Looking around, you see a little cute garden plot with a little cute mushroom gardener. You see a very shady area. You know, there's young trees around. If you turn back around, yeah, very shady trees. Kind of sussy. You turn back around and you see a stump, but it's not dead. This is a living stump. The tree itself seems to have rotted out, and that seems to have been carved out, and now the rot has stopped. Something is holding it at bay, whether it be Nana's magic or something else. There have been several shoots coming up out of the stump and out of the side. They're not very big. They probably only recently began to grow, but the stump is still alive. Looking around as well, inside the stump, it's like a redwood stump. It's quite large. It's large enough to fit even the tallest of our party. You may have to duck a bit through the door, but if you go inside, it opens out into an area that you wouldn't think would fit in the stump. Now, I said it's about the size of a redwood. It's actually made of oak, though, because apparently this oak was also encouraged to grow a little larger as well, whether that be druid magic or something else. Yeah, if the party steps back through the door that they just came out of, they will find a very quaint, sort of like just a big circular room, and in one quarter of it, a little kitchen. No, let's be real. It's a third of it. It's a good third of the room. It is a kitchen after all. And on the other side, a little receiving area for guests, just some little cushy sofas, cushy pillows, nice little rug on the floor, and a little coffee table. And in between those two, a dining table, because of course she has a dining table. That's important. And just probably above what would be, I don't know, who's the tallest one? Probably Gerald or Rudy, maybe.
Probably Arthur.
Probably Arthur, yeah. Just at head height, Arthur is a little loft, and you see a little bed up there, just a little cozy nest up in the loft, and there's a little ladder to get up to it.
That's adorable.
It's pretty cute.
Ah, well, nice place.
Oh, thank you. It's a bit dusty, and she's like frantically kind of, if you have unexpected guests, and you're like fluffing the pillows.
Oh,
Yeah,
man, you
I'm
don't have to do
imagining.
any of that.
I'm imagining though, it's a bit messy, says Grandma, and it's immaculate.
Mm.
But she's
It
just
is.
like
Mm.
dusting,
There is
non-existent.
no dust.
Yeah, there is no dust.
There's
Nana,
no
what are you talking about? I could eat off this. And Rudy's like rubbed a finger along the dining room table and is like, yes, I could definitely eat off this.
Oh, you
In
should,
fact,
yes,
Nana,
go on.
could we eat off this? I'm starving.
You don't eat anything.
Yes, and she runs to her cupboards, and she has kept them stocked, not with anything fresh, but the garden is still there. She will bustle around extra busily and fix some food.
How long have you lived here for, Nana?
Oh, give or take 100 or 200, couple hundred years, give or take 50.
Wow. The place has held up quite well then.
Oh, yes, this tree is very strong. And she touches it, and you realize that it is Nana magic keeping this tree alive and together.
Yeah, it's probably all the scraps, like
Yeah, the
that you throw into the
compost.
compost, because all your food is magic. It's just like all the compost is just nourishing this tree constantly.
I believe that.
Absolutely.
I believe it. Yeah.
Mhm.
No, I didn't even know that you had such a place. Thank you for letting us in.
Oh, thank you for stopping by. And you know she's ecstatic to have guests. Even though you're not technically home to visit, she's like, we're visiting right now.
Yeah, right now there is a visit
Right.
actively
Oh, Rudy
happening.
has already slumped down into like some of the pillows and it's just like,
Oh, beautiful.
he's chilling. He's relaxing.
And Ami comes in with a little tray of freshly picked vegetables that you can just
Hello. Still have like vivid memories of the teeth.
I hope there's no celery on that platter.
Arthur is essentially gonna find a cozy little spot, and to what you guys think is sleeping, but he's just checking cracks in his eyelids. He's just closing his eyes for 5 because it's so comfy.
Nana, as Ami puts the tray down, Ami then tugs at your the hem of your cape,
Mhm.
just ever so carefully, and with the limb just like points outward.
Oh, we have Nana follows Ami's point.
Oh, Ami shows you to a little part of the garden, and the garden looks immaculate. There's not a single weed anywhere. Everything is growing, even though it's not even close to harvest season. There's like everything is ready, but there's a little patch of land just at the edge, the farthest reaches of your gardens, where the plants have withered.
Oh dear. Oh, Ami, don't worry. You've done such a good job, and look, we're in very good company to figure this out. And she goes back into the house and looks around and goes, well, after we fix some food, or perhaps before, would anyone mind having a look at my garden? It seems to be a bit, well, withered, and I must say I don't know why.
I'm happy to. Gerald, you notice, has been like kind of not relaxing, just like awkwardly standing around, looking, looking like a kid who sort
Very
of just
out of
like
place.
doesn't know. Yeah, exactly. Doesn't really know where he's allowed to go or
Yeah.
or what he's allowed to touch.
Ami takes over chopping some veggies with his like little mitten hands, and Nana's like, "Watch the thumbs, Ami." No. Careful with the knife. And she goes back out to take a better look.
Oh, I suppose I'll come too.
Gerald will come out
And
with
what-
it. He looks relieved
Yeah.
to have a purpose.
As the two of you leaves, Army looks at those who are left and then like chops off his own thumb. And you just see it grow back and puts it in the salad.
You little shit.
Yep, that's it. I'm going with you. I'm going with them. Yes. Nope, not staying here.
He's just following your gate, like
I'm
as you
glad I
leave.
didn't see that.
George, Arthur, is your problem.
Oh, what is my problem?
I'm gonna leave this to the leader. Nana, you called?
Arthur just sort of goes back into cozy state.
Yeah, Army walks up to you. It has like a little toothpick with what looks like a glazed mushroom on it. He's just holding it up towards you.
Oh, that looks delicious. Arthur eats it.
It tastes like a uncooked but marinated mushroom. It's like got some really nice oil and herbs.
Nice.
Oh.
Like it's been tossed in a dressing.
It was his big toe,
How
wasn't it?
do you make it so good in that dressing? It is delicious. I love it.
Back outside, yes, you walk to the very edge of the garden. And there is indeed a patch. All of you see this meticulous garden. Everything is growing in abundance. Everything is clean. Nothing grows that is not supposed to grow here. But you come to a patch that looks like it might have been cucumbers. But they have like sagged, like the stalks are withering. They've gone dark and brittle. The cumber itself, the one that's visible, looks soft and squishy, and there's definitely some insect activity on it.
Can I make I'm assuming a nature check
Mhm.
to see?
Yeah.
I guess I should have done that first before getting everyone out of the house, but you know.
Everyone
it
my
is.
cucumbers have spoiled. Get
And
out
then
here.
they're like, oh well, never mind, it was just me. It's out of season. Wow.
Well, no. I mean, it certainly looks odd. Everything else is thriving, except for this patch here. It's definitely not a natural occurrence.
I mean, does it
20.
look like a natural occurrence? Like, how defined is this area?
It looks, looking closer, Nana, you sort of like squat down, you put your fingers into the soil for a bit, you dig around, and it's very clear for those of you who are just around that it is not necessarily confined, but looking over like the little fence that marks the borders of Nana's garden, it looks like the grass is yellowed, like around a similar area just outside. And Nana, you put your hand down and you scoop some soil up, and it's mushy and it smells bad. And you see even the roots themselves seem soiled, like they look weak.
Has Army been peeing there?
No, he's a good boy and he knows where to pee. I don't even think he pees. Come on. He's
I don't
a
think he
mushroom.
pees. He's a mushroom. He just converts all energy into growing more thumbs.
Ah,
He loves his thumbs. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah, he eats them himself. No, but yeah, this, like you've seen similar before. There's definitely something going on, but you've not had this issue in your own garden for a very, very long time.
And would I know, like I might have faced it before? Would I know if it's just a natural thing or if it's just like
It could be, but it's almost a bit too localized to be completely natural. But also looking with that 20 as well, you realize that there's just at the fence where one of your fence posts are, there's a little bit of a hole in the ground.
Sure.
Okay.
Call this paranoia, but Rudy would like to use Detect Undead.
You cast Detect Undead.
Mm.
Nothing.
Oh, okay. Well, there should be no living corpses anywhere around. That's a good thing.
At that
Well,
point,
that's
Arthur's
encouraging.
going to come outside, but he's going to hit his head on the door on the way out.
Oh,
Ow!
Arthur, are you all right?
I-
Stop.
I know, Nana. I'm just so... Yeah, and he's rubbing his head, and he's walking awfully close to that hole.
Oh yeah, how big is
how-
the hole? Is it
yeah,
like
how-
just very, very
No,
small?
it's small. It's like
Small.
imagine it's maybe the size of like a soda can. Not even.
Right.
All right. Arthur does not notice it, and he's now walking towards it.
Well, it's
No,
you're coming
If you
through the
don't notice
garden.
it,
no,
and
you
your
can't,
head
yeah,
is
you-
around the garden.
Just imagine that. Walking straight over it, fucking, I'll get shot.
Does Nana point this out to us at all?
Yes, Nana just goes, oh, well, that wasn't there before. And knowing what we just found out about all the mushrooms and everything, decides not to, start feeling around near that, but takes a trowel and kind of pokes around with the trowel in that area.
Can I help you at all, Nana?
Oh, I'm just. Oh, look, I know this could be just a natural cycle, but I just feel it's a bit wrong. Even though I haven't been here in a while, something just feels off,
Oh, of course.
Do you think it could be magical?
I don't see why not. There's all kinds of things can happen with magic. Let me have a quick look, and I'll cast Detect Magic as a ritual, and have a bit of a look around, see if anything pings.
While Gerald's doing that, Rudy would ask, George, do you sort of see anything in the way that you see things?
I was just about to check. Do I?
You can tell that there's definitely something in that hole.
Shit.
It's moving slowly.
There's something in there. Do I get like a general shape? Like, is it like a big worm or?
No, the shape you sense is more like something that's like a stopper inside the hole itself.
Oh.
You can just sense the edge of something, and it's just ever so slowly moving. And not like moving around, more like pulsating.
Oh.
Awesome.
I don't like that.
George, do you sense anything, see anything at all, or I don't know.
Yeah.
You
There's something pulsating in there.
pulsating?
And Nana was just about to stick her trowel in the hole, and she goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, what?"
That is not a word I like to hear.
Is it another bitch? Like last time, you were very desperate to. Is it
Rudy.
what? George's words, not mine.
He's not wrong. It was my words. I don't think this one's a bitch yet. Maybe a bitch should be a bitch, but that's different.
See, it sounds fine when George says it.
Look, I'm just trying new things, all right?
Well, don't. It's
Oh, all right then. I will continue to be
I
grumpy,
need
annoyed
things
Ruby.
to be
Then. That's
consistent
Oh man.
and expectable.
Is anything expectable with this group?
No,
I
but
don't know,
that's
as
also
leader of the
expectable.
group, I am stepping back and then into teamwork.
Well,
Nana
not
is
a
going to produce flame to see a little better.
Is this all happening before I finish?
Oh, actually, no.
Detect
Sorry,
Magic?
you're detecting your magic. Maybe after that, I'll.
Detect magic. Oh, good question. Detect magic. You don't necessarily get anything specific from this hole itself, but the entire garden is permeated with magic.
Oh. This is all you're doing, Nana. This is all quite dazzling. You're muted.
You are
Muted.
muted.
Thank you for letting me know I was muted, Gerald. I'm sure it was very frightening for you.
Oh,
Yeah,
yes,
I
silent
lost your
mode.
voice, Nana. I was quite
I didn't want you to hear my little clicky keys. Oh, thank you, Gerald. Yes, it took a while, but I think all good things are worth the wait, don't you?
Oh, certainly. Is there any like is the part that's dying? Is that
Mhm.
noticeably devoid of the magic then that is
Yes.
covering the rest of it?
Okay, we're
Yes.
on to something. Let's.
So it's not so much that this part has something bad cast on it, but more that whatever was affecting the rest of the garden positively has been removed from this part.
Correct.
Right.
Okay.
All right. Well, this is a bit odd. Nano, it looks like whatever happened in this little patch, it's no longer affected by the magic affecting the rest of your garden.
Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh, well, that's very interesting.
Could be a maintenance issue, or
And I'm going to let you know, Gerald, as you have a range on Detect Magic,
yes.
it does indeed cover like an area, a radius, if you will, this devoid of magic. And it does seem that whatever this hole is, seems to be the epicenter of that little patch of no magic.
Huh.
So it's kind of got is it got like a clear circular border to where it's been
Not like
removed from?
clear cut, but yes.
Right. Okay.
So we have a giant magic-eating leech.
It-
Probably fucking mushroom.
It might be something like that. Whatever it is, certainly seems to be to do with this whatever's in this hole. Do we just toss fire down it until the problem's solved?
Yes,
or-
I like that idea.
Does your mushroom know how long it's been like this?
I'm sure at this point Ami has probably followed us back outside with new thumbs.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
Nana first glances at his thumbs and goes, Ami, when did this happen? Do you know?
Ami gestures and communicates, since you can communicate empathically with plants. You get the sense recently. Very recently.
Very recently, like in the last couple days.
Within the last 3 or 4 days.
3 or 4 days. Okay.
Oh.
Well, all right. Ami says probably within the last 3 or 4 days, which is a little concerning.
George, how far down is the pulsating terror?
Not even a foot.
Oh, so we could probably look down and see it fairly easily.
The hole is angled, but yes, if you had a proper light source.
Nana
Okay,
will produce
Arthur, do
flame.
you mind just having a look? Like, just get your face nice and close.
Arthur,
and look
don't
down
touch
at
anything.
No, I'm just gonna grab like a pebble or something, cast light on it, and just down the hole.
Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah.
Okay. So anyone who's looking, you look down the hole, and what you see is this almost membranous structure that looks almost blood red. As Nana, you would recognize that this is a red cage, or a so-called stinkhorn mushroom.
Okay.
So it looks almost like it looks like a cagey growth of blood red fungi that's just like sprouted out of something and is now pushing against the hole.
Well, Nana just mutters that as, like looking at it, goes, oh, that looks like, and you said it was kind of probably sprouting out of something?
Yes, it looks like it.
Doesn't look like there's mushroom left in there.
5.
Look, Gerald, you really have your moments. You are truly a fun guy.
Or
Can't do.
Right. Enough with the jokes. Just
Jokes? What do you mean? There's.
should we just stab it or something? What do we do with
I mean,
it?
I'm more than happy to stand back and throw fire at it until it stops. But it's up to Nana. I mean, it's your garden. I don't know what this is.
When, as tempted as I am to cure everything with fire, it doesn't always get along with plants, Gerald. So
Well,
I imagine this
it
may
is
be
under
a
the earth.
delicate operation.
well, I have something that could probably not be fire. There's a chance it's fire, but it's probably not fire.
I mean, probably not fire sounds better.
It
Joseph
might not
probably knows what I'm
explode.
talking about.
Oh my god.
It might not
Um,
explode.
Is
oh,
it a
I
train? Because trains sometimes don't explode.
I could freeze it
Oh.
if you like.
You probably don't want poison in your garden either, though. So never mind.
Oh,
Or
no,
acid.
please, we do have to have lunch at some point. Would
got
Nana
fire,
would
ice,
probably know if
lightning.
she know sorry, if she knows the type of mushroom.
Yes.
Is this like, would this like be a mushroom? Because I don't think it's a mushroom that generally grows underground. But would this in this world be the type of mushroom to grow on like a dead body or something dead?
It might, yes.
Okay. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Well, it's not undead. I've already checked for that. And Rudy taps his nose hole.
Hmm.
You got bodies in
Um,
your garden?
Well, not last time I looked, but I suppose anything's possible. Look, you know, I might just dig it up. What do you think?
It's up to you, but I don't really want to get closer to it if it's pulsating. And especially
Well-
if it eats magic. I definitely don't want that.
No, I think this is this could be just a me job.
What if we poke it with a mage hand before touching it at all, just in case?
What if we poke
See
it
what
with
its reaction
something
is.
sharp, like a
I can-
sword?
I can at least help you mold the earth aside if you like. I can.
Wait.
We could shovel with the mage
No,
hand.
don't
if
Actually-
we want.
No need for shoveling. I can just move.
Wait a second.
Move the earth.
If it's eating all the magic in the area, wouldn't using more magic be bad? Now that I think about it.
Well,
That's why I'm saying just get Arthur to do it.
Actually, Nana.
He's the
upon
least
hearing
magical out of
George-
all of us.
Arthur's just like.
No, Arthur, I'm being real for a moment. I'm not trying to insult you, like, literally.
I would like to say I'm very magical, but I do understand what you're saying. He's gone to his backpack to look for a mace because all these other weapons are magical.
That's fair.
Okay.
Nana, hearing George go, wouldn't it eat magic, produce flame, and just
Mhm.
like sends like a little spark down there to see like what it does, if it absorbs it, if it catches on fire, what it does.
well, actually, just before that, has anything happened to the light spell on the pebble?
Actually,
No.
yeah. Huh.
Okay.
Um,
Well, the
well,
light seems
maybe-
okay.
I'm gonna
yeah,
say with the 20 you got on your nature check, Nana, I'm gonna let you know it's probably encroached on the soil itself, and it's more that it's devoided the ground, the earth, of nutrients to the point where Nana's magic is not enough to catch up.
okay.
Oh,
Yeah. This.
So,
Yeah. So it's
so
not
it's
like it's gonna suck our magic. It's just that the
It's just
soil
it's
has
just
no
using up a lot of nutrients.
Yeah, no, in
That's
that
less
case, we
scary.
won't burn it. We will try and dig it up. I think
I
I'll
will
see what's down there.
I will cast mold earth then, and
Yes, please, because my strength is -1.
as is mine. So this can
Easily just
manipulate
excavate
5
this
feet.
area.
Yeah, 5
Yeah.
feet of earth.
Sweet.
So with a wave of a hand, suddenly the earth is just scooped to the side. It almost like, yeah, it just rolls out, creates a hole where you can see what looks like it might have once been a rat or a shrew, a field mouse of some kind that is now
Immediately checks
covered.
on Benjamin.
Yeah.
Oh,
very similar to Benjamin, and it is covered in these fungal growths that have broken through its skin.
Oh no, that's familiar.
Oh.
And you can see also sprouting from the bottom of the body itself, you can see the mycelium has like encroached into the ground itself.
Yeah. And the ones that are sprouting through its skin are not this mushroom, but are they sort of blue colored? Like
One more time.
Kind of
Are
like
they
stuff
kind
we
of
saw in the
blue
bear,
colored?
maybe?
Like are they similar to ones we may have seen on
The ones you saw before were all different kinds. They were like not one unanimous.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
It was a mix
so
of
just
various fungus
different-
growth.
right.
Oh.
Different types of fungal growths, but all with the same purpose.
This mouse
Yes.
was infected and went back to its home.
Yep.
That's why there's a hole. Okay. Yep.
And it's just been, and I suppose it's this big because there's so much nutrient in your garden, I suppose.
yeah, and it's like, and because it was stuck in there, it couldn't actually get out and
Yes,
do
it
anything.
did seem that the fungus had grown to the point where it was acting like a stopper, or it was stuck down there.
Okay. Oh, I think we've
Is
all.
it time for fire?
Well, yes, it's time for fire.
How much fire would you like?
Look, I'll do
I
it.
probably shouldn't use fireballs, should I? That's probably a bit much for the space.
I'm going to ask you not to.
No,
I can do maybe fire.
I don't want to ruin your thing. Actually, let me try.
I'll just produce some flame.
No. It's all right, Nana. It's all right. I've got this.
Gerald, if you burn down my garden.
No, look, I'm trying to be very helpful.
Arthur's just holding out the sunblade, just like this. Just
I'm going to start by casting Scorching Ray.
Okay.
In my garden?
Like down the hole into, because it's like they're rays, so they're just single target hits. They're not like giant 20-foot explosions, you know.
Oh.
So
Yes,
it's
okay.
targeted fire.
Mhm.
Did you want me to roll?
No,
to hit, or
you
did
start
just-
blasting, and with this, you scorch away at it immediately,
Yeah,
and
so there's like
you get the
six
core.
6 rays.
Yeah, just like this was still a fairly large, like crater-shaped hole in the ground, and now it's just scorched and burnt.
Yeah, so once I've fired the 6 beams of Scorching Ray,
Yeah.
and it sort of like created a bit of a hollow, perhaps. I'm
Mhm.
assuming there's more to it down there.
There's a little bit. You can see like the sprouted growth of the mycelium that's just all the way. It's encroached into the ground, and as the dust settles from this explosion, you can see at the side, watching this happen, you see Ami with the same face as Sully from Monsters Inc. when looking at the trash compactor.
And then in that case, I'm going to take care of the remainder with a cone of cold from the Staff of Power.
Yes. You just unleash the cold as well. You blast down, and it takes a work, like with your efforts
60-foot
combined.
cone. Yeah.
Yeah.
So stick the
But I'm
staff
still
down there.
saying, like, eventually, all of the area that had been affected, that you could tell, has been scorched and frozen. Nana, unfortunately, it looks like part of your garden is going to need quite some time to recuperate, but you feel like you probably saved it from encroaching any further.
Yeah, definitely the right choice here. And then it just
Yes.
kind of, well, all good things need some more time. Am I right? Should we eat lunch? Let's go. And
It's not going to grow back, is it?
As you say that, Arthur, you have a pretty decent perception.
Mhm.
Oh, no.
You see that there's a trail of patchy dead grass leading to the northwest, toward the large forest.
Nana, might not want to have lunch just yet. Bring your attention to the dead little spots over here, heading towards that forest over there.
Hmm.
Looking in the direction, Nana, you do know that that forest is the forest. The direction that these trails lead is in the direction of Vandoria itself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah?
Nana turns to Ami, says, Ami, take care of the house. And says, I think it's time we perhaps pay some people a visit. What do you think?
I don't know if you want, like if you want obviously some time at home, we can, have lunch and then leave after lunch. Or is this too important? You think something bigger is afoot?
And Nana turns to Ami again, and Ami's she's like, have a quick lunch. We pack up. We gotta meet some people. And Ami's like,
You have a lunch. It's delicious food. It is Nana's own homegrown fresh vegetables.
That's
It is
Ami
hearty.
comes.
It is delicious. I do believe,
at home.
Nana, since you have the chef feet, I believe everyone gets a little bit of a pick-me-up.
ah,
Oh,
What?
yes, they do. Yes, they do.
I'm pretty sure everyone gets temporary hit points.
Oh
Yes,
my god.
they do. One, two,
gourmet.
3, 4. But yes, all of us get. Yes. It doesn't say how many temp hit points, but fuck it, you do.
Let me see. I'm checking.
Wait.
As part of your shortage, you could cook food. You could prepare enough of this food for a number of creature.
I think I can split up
Okay.
9 of them. Is that right?
It
No.
is that you can give 9 creatures extra hit
Mm.
points whenever they roll hit dice, but you can also make your cookies with 5.
Yes, that's what I was thinking of.
And your cookies give which one are you prepared to cook? Number of creatures equal to your dispensary life.
I didn't see a
Everyone
number
gets everyone who eats one of these cookies get 5 temporary hit points until long rest.
Oh, lovely.
nice.
Cool.
Cookies are always so good, Nana. I don't know what your secret is.
Oh, just a little bit of this and that, and
Yeah, remember when the cookie saved Rudy's life?
yeah, that was amazing.
Do you remember when they were sexy?
These cookies are
No,
literally
don't remember
not
that at
to
all.
die for.
You can't die after eating these cookies. They're that good.
Exactly.
There we go. 5 temp hit points.
Mhm.
Yes. Yeah. So because we're in Vandoria, or we're not in Vandoria, but we're near Vandoria. I'm assuming Nana would go on her way. How is my neighbor actually? Is any dead stuff near his house? My
No.
favorite neighbor. I forgot
Your
his name,
favorite
but I know he's
neighbor?
my favorite. Mm-hmm.
Your favorite neighbor?
Yeah.
No, actually. But you look over to your neighbor's house and it looks completely overgrown, like no one's been there forever.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Nana might just, because she knows it'll A, piss him off, and B, she just wants to know if he's home, if he's seen anything. She'll just go, oh, just a minute. You can come with me. I'm just going to pop in and see if my neighbor's home. And says neighbor a little weird, like, that neighbor, like the neighbor we don't really talk about. Yeah.
Oh, it's an Arthur. You have an Arthur living next to you. I see.
No,
Just to double
Kind
check,
of.
just so that I'm on the same page. Who are you
It's-
referring to, Cuddly?
the neighbor who hates short people.
Oh, okay, yes.
Wow. It is that neighbor.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
Literally. Yeah. You see, rather than you've all seen how Nana has Ami helping out in the garden.
Mhm.
As you look over, you can see this overgrown garden. And Nana, you're the one who gets closer. I don't know if anyone else is getting closer. But the garden is also full of what looks like just sticks. Like there's no trees near this house, but there's like sticks all over the garden. And as soon as Nana comes close, these sticks, they start like they get up and they run away and hide behind the house.
Oh, that is a reaction and a half. Do you think we should be scared of Nana? Should we also be running?
Yes. Yeah, I get to the door. I knock politely. Anything?
No. No.
Nothing?
No.
Nope. All
Nothing.
right. And no little friend? No little friend who begs for cookies?
No, there's no little
Alright.
friend who begs
No
for
little friend.
cookies.
He's got a velociraptor, by the way, guys. He's got a pet velociraptor.
Yeah.
And his velociraptor loves me, so I'm just
Yeah.
It's
named
alright.
Emerald.
yeah.
Oh.
All right. Well, Nana goes, well, looks like he's not home, which gives me permission to snoop. Where do those sticks go again?
Sorry, what were you saying?
she probably registered where the sticks went. And they ran to the sort of the back of the house. So she just kind of cautiously goes around and goes, hello? Is anyone there?
Yeah, and you see one of the sticks, a really like short, stubby one, comes around the corner, and it doesn't really have legs. Instead, it does like the where it just like tilts forward towards you, like through the weeds. You can see it's got like two little leaves. It's using like hands to push some weeds aside. It doesn't have a face either. It's literally just like a thick stick.
I've already personified this stick. It's too late. I love this stick, and I would die for this stick. And if anything happened to this stick, I would kill everyone in the
I'm
room.
just thinking of like pseudo wudo.
Yeah.
Look,
all right.
you all have no idea when Fendel, the person who lives here, used one of their stick familiars to do a hecking Mission Impossible stealth mission on the mansion where you went into the basement and found the mirrors.
I fully believe that, and honestly, there's respect there.
They scooped the entire joint using only a stick.
Wow.
Holy crap.
Okay, go ahead, Nana.
Yeah, so Nana looks at this short little stubby stick and goes, oh, hello, yes, I think you remember me, right? I've been gone a little while.
It doesn't have any face to emote with. It's just standing there.
That's right. I've got spells for this shit. Oh wait, I can just empathically connect.
If you touch the plant.
Right, and Nana realizes it doesn't have a mouth and goes, oh, right. And she sort of tentatively puts a hand out, like.
It
right.
puts a little leaf in your hand.
And Nana conveys that she's back home from a very long trip. Wants to know how her neighbor is doing, where he is, and if he or they have seen any suspicious dead patches around or anything like that.
You get imagery and information. You get the imagery of Fendel, your neighbor, leaving first for Bandoria and then coming back quickly to grab some things and then leaving for in a southeastern direction.
Yeah.
You also get the information that ever since then and through the imagery you were projected, it was a while ago.
Yeah.
Like it was a good while ago. It was, considering the season, it would have been nearly half a year has gone by.
Yeah, like maybe a little bit after I'd left.
No, before you left. It would have been before you left.
Oh my god.
No, sorry. It would have been before our adventure started, but after Nana left Hurdle, yes.
Oh, okay, yeah. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting. Okay.
And you also get imagery of there's no dead patches here, but you get imagery of these familiars having fended off scavengers and animals from the land itself.
Oh, and if I get the images, do any of those scavengers that they fended off happen to have anything fungus or like undead about them? Or would I not
No.
really see? Okay.
No, not really. Not enough detail, not enough information.
Yeah. Okay.
And also, it's like when it's you get this epic scenery of these sticks fighting like scavengers, but it's we're talking like the biggest thing they fought off was like a raccoon. And there's like mostly it was squirrels. There were some shrews. There were some moles that came out.
I mean, you gotta give them credit where credit's due, right? They're really small sticks.
I'm thinking like a Minas Tirith style battle with all of them lined up and it's raining and everything, and there's just a raccoon just like wandering around, and then they're like all stoically like, you know, firing tiny little twigs out of their little bows.
Lined
and,
up on
like,
Yeah,
battlements.
have little helmets on.
Yep,
Like,
yep.
I
No, they grab pencil sharpeners and just go like this on their own head.
just run at them.
There's one bobbing around like a
Oh,
general that's like making a speech, but there's no sound, obviously.
Mm.
And then, yeah.
They use their little leaves
I'm
like
here for it.
semaphores to communicate.
And then
I
they
love
look
it.
towards the hills, and then like the sun rose over the hill, and there was one stick riding a rat, and then they cast it over there.
No, it's also all of these are oak sticks, but that's a birch stick.
It's a birch stick.
Yes.
Or maybe
Oh
it's not
my
even riding
God.
something, it's just being held by a dog.
No, it's literally just like a kid walking by on the road throwing the stick away. But yes.
All right. Yeah. Cool. Well, Nana goes, "Oh, I see. Well, you were very brave. Thank you for your time. I think it's time that we also go to Bandoria and keep up the good work. You hear me?"
It just
And
does a salute with a leaf.
yeah, it does. She salutes back. Yeah, and she turns to the group and goes, well, I think we should see what's been happening in Bandoria. It seems like my neighbor's been gone for a little while, and thankfully nothing like the fungus over here. So let's keep following the trail, shall we? Yes.
Gerald didn't actually follow you, just by the way. He's
Yeah.
still back in your garden.
Oh, well,
Yeah,
he missed that little
Rudy
speech.
Rudy was also like, I don't think anyone followed. Did anyone follow?
Did you get? I thought you like peeked in the gate, but didn't like come in. Well, if that's the case, Nana's not gonna say it to the midair. She's just gonna come back to the garden and tell him to use.
Yeah, Gerald's sort of just squatting in front of the hole, like with his rod, just like daring the
Squatting in-
fungus to grow back.
Rudy,
Yeah.
Rudy would have like sort of mentioned going. I think that patch moved a little, Gerald.
Where?
They're just over there. Oh, you missed it.
Ouch, blast!
Nana comes back to her garden, and Gerald's literally just creating craters in the ground.
Yeah, that little hole where the fungus was just getting a bit deeper.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And
Nana,
Ami's
when you
just
come
like-
back, you also you see Ami looks panicked, but at the same time you can see Ami like ripping up like the withered plant and just stuffing it in his mouth, just eating it.
And it's pretty normal for him, so she's just gonna ignore that.
He's
He's gonna-
recycling.
Yeah.
And there's like a particularly big cucumber, and he just unhinges his jaw a little bit, and I'm like,
Yeah, and it's like so
Yeah.
rotten it squishes and the juices come out of his mouth and he just like looks at all of you, so happy, biggest smile.
and you're like, okay.
Why
Ami,
is
yeah.
this reminding me of Crater? I feel homesick for Crater now. When can I
I've had
see my
lunch.
best boy again?
You've had lunch, you've been to Nana's, you have saved her garden, as it seems. And you
Mission
see that the
accomplished.
walk up towards the woods. Even though you can see it, there's still rolling hills in the way. It's far. You can see the main trade route not too far away, but even if you get to the road and follow it along, it's probably going to take some time before you get to the tree line itself and enter the forest. And then you know that there's a fair trek through the woods before reaching Pandoria itself.
Wait, can't we move
Unless
fast
we
in
turn
various
into
ways?
clouds.
Yeah,
Unless
we have various things we can do,
Yeah,
right?
various,
Um,
yeah.
Horses and wild shapes and things.
Yeah.
As long as you travel via land, since you have Arthur, you do get a double travel speed.
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
That's
And
right.
I don't
think
have
we
my
need to turn to
clouds
cloud.
equipped.
Let's not
I'm
turn.
sorry.
I feel like that's a
don't
little
think I
overkill.
But
Yeah.
I can wild shape. That would be fine. This is
And
like we do
I-
have a broom
Well-
and
well,
a,
no, we
you
don't.
know.
And a
bunch of
horse.
stuff.
Well, do we need to go through all that? Like, I mean, if Arthur just lets us move at twice our normal speed, that's
Yeah,
that's
that-
double
As long as you're
walking
on the
speed.
ground. As long
Yeah.
as you're on the
That's
ground.
fine.
And the
What if-
forest is the favorite terrain.
What if I have my feet on the ground, but I'm still riding the broom?
You're just
Look,
getting
look,
alive.
we had a long talk about
You're,
this road.
are you Flintstoning the broom? Are you running while on the broom or something?
Are
But
you Flintstoning it?
Yeah. Gerald, you look
What a
ridiculous. Although also fabulous, but also ridiculous.
I hate it. I never want to hear anyone say that again.
What, Flintstoning?
Stop.
Yabba dabba doo.
No.
Can you say that in Gerald's voice, please?
Yabba dabba doo!
I think.
Oh my
Thanks
god.
for coming to Dramonia.
Yeah. I hate it here.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good. There we go.
But yes, through various means, you make the journey quite quick as you enter the forest early afternoon. It is maybe 2-ish. When you enter the forest, it's very sudden. You reach the road, you follow it along. There's no one else currently traveling to or from Pandoria as far as you can see. And as you come to an opening, as this road continues into the forest, even though it gets a bit more narrow, there's no ditch that blocks the trees from the road. They seem to encroach as close as possible. The road also turns to the south. But you continue into the woods. And very quickly, darkness comes upon you as the sun has trouble breaking through the canopy. The forest lies silent. Arthur, with your keen eyes and ears, you can see movement in the trees. Too far away to really make out any details, but something's definitely out there. Nana, they are too far away for you, George.
Okay. Yeah.
However, you would be able to see, considering that the trees block out the sun. So you too
Oh, my
see them.
goggles.
Yes, so you see the creatures stalking the woods.
the hell.
Oh,
That is
That
so
timing.
What was that?
Josie planned this.
Nana, the forest lies eerily quiet. It is usually filled with vibrant noises of birds and insects. Even though it's almost midday, and the sun is bright in the sky, just a few clouds smattered here and there above. The forest is quiet, like it's holding its breath.
Okay. If we were to look around, would we still be following the approximate trail of dead land, or did we leave that behind when we went further into the forest?
Make a nature check.
Well, let's sure hope I get more than like a 10.
I mean,
I mean,
You have a +8, so.
I mean, that's pretty good already, but is
Yeah,
it good
that's
enough? What if I get a
I don't
1?
know.
What if I get a 1, Josie?
That's still a
What
9.
if?
That's true.
You know what?
Well,
But if we were playing
What if I got a
one
natural
D&D,
20?
it would have been an automatic failure.
Oh,
Or
What if
you
I got
just roll an natural
28. All right, I
Or-
got 28.
Yes, you immediately look around and you spot mushrooms smattered here and
Oh, there it
there
is.
on the trees and on the ground, and it is definitely not season. As far as season goes, just to remind everyone, you're pretty much in mid-spring currently, early to
Mm.
mid-spring,
Hmm.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
and
Arthur's
these
gonna.
mushrooms should not be growing. There's not a lot of them. Like, it's not like big clusters, but they're definitely present, like tickas on trees. There's a few growing along the roots. There's just even some on the ground. You see these orange, like almost, they look like little shavings of bright orange poking through the matted, padded ground.
You know what this reminds me of? The eeriness, the silence. This reminds me of a graveyard.
Talking about graveyards, though.
Don't say that, Rudy.
But it does.
In front of us, and Arthur sort of gestures to that area. I can see something moving, if not tracking us down there.
What? Where?
If I also sense it, if it's aware of us, I would like to not know that we're aware of it.
Yes, that's
But
why
kinda-
sort of gestures, sort of. Sort of.
With his gesture, can we see it now, or is it still too far away? Or them, rather.
You look around, and all of a sudden, not even Arthur or George can see these creatures anymore.
Oh, that's concerning.
Arthur, what are you going on about? There's nothing here. Don't make Gerald
No.
unnecessarily worried.
I'm
You
not.
look at him, he's like clutching his staff like this.
I'm for once not playing. George said he felt something as well. So
Oh, if George said it, then there absolutely was something, and you should be worried, Gerald.
Oh, I'm way ahead of you.
I believe we should take caution and start grabbing our weapons out just in case we are ambushed as such.
Yes, and Gerald, this will worry you more. I can no longer sense them. As soon as we mentioned that we noticed them. So, call me paranoid, but I think they might know that we know.
So
And
wait,
they know.
they know that we know of their. Wait, hang on. So they've made sure that we don't know, but we do know. We don't know where they are, but they know.
Ahead
that
of
we
you on
know.
the road,
Fair enough. Fair enough.
you see a large lupine creature. It's sitting down, but still its head is higher than any one of you standing tall. Dark gray fur bristled with browns and whites.
We adopt it.
Yeah.
Should I blow it up?
No, Gerald, we're not going to use any fire spells here.
Its peering yellow eyes are simply looking at all of you.
Arthur's going to try and talk to it.
Nice. I sincerely hope it's a humanoid creature and not a beast. Just so you're not kidding. That's so
Pass.
mean.
So
For- Speak with animals.
yes, speak with animals. Arthur goes, "Hello, I am Arthur."
The creature cocks its head slightly. There's no response, but it definitely looks at you. You get the sense that it did understand you.
Arthur continues and says, "We are only but friends. Are you friend?"
Are you friendship?
Again,
We are only but friends.
there's no response, but it's been sitting down, but now it stands up. And it starts walking towards you, this You all get a better look. It's a giant wolf, the size of a horse, coming towards all of you slowly.
Arthur,
Does anyone have any Scooby stacks?
Arthur's gonna slowly take
Actually,
a
I
step
might.
forward
I
as
usually
well.
have a wolf too.
Don't know what that is.
Arthur is going to what?
Slowly take a step forward as well, cautiously, sort of putting your hand out, sort of like cautiously doing that.
You gonna try to train your dragon?
Shut up. That's exactly what-
Is Arthur imitating Chris Pratt? You know, with the raptors and everything.
What,
Who the
what
hell
play is
did
that?
I saw it in a puppet show once.
George, you
not
sense the
like
creatures again in the woods on both sides of you.
Kind of.
At first, there's only one, then three, suddenly a dozen of these creatures.
I don't like this.
I love this. It is fine.
They're
Guys.
stalking between the trees. Most of them also lupine in form, but you also sense some that are feline, some are ursine, various shapes, but they move together.
Arthur's gonna say, "Do you know why the mushrooms are on the trees?" And he sort of gestures to some of the mushrooms.
This wolf looks at where you're gesturing, and then looks back at you, and just peers its eyes ever so slowly into yours as it moves closer.
Arthur will take another step forward cautiously.
Do we know if we can find another ranger if he dies?
Oh, Gerald.
Nana, I want you to make a nature check.
Yes, I would love to make it. This is my favorite check.
I mean, you're doing pretty good with them so far.
Yeah,
Don't say that.
more than.
Well, I mean, medicine
Give it ding.
helps plus
It's like you
9,
can't do no
but,
wrong.
Yeah, nature is. Oh, don't do it. No, don't
What
you.
if
Don't
we
you land
just
on that. Don't you.
Gave
Okay,
the
that one's
good
a-
boy some pets. Do you
Let's
think
go.
that would?
It's a 26.
Please. You've seen this wolf before.
This specific one.
This specific wolf. Looking
Okay.
closer. Looking closer, you see it is covered. You see the patches of different colorations in the fur. Nana, you're the first one to notice, really. They're very oddly shaped.
Oh no.
You recognize them.
Yes.
They are runes.
Oh, let's
This
go.
entire wolf is covered in runes.
Oh,
Okay.
From top to bottom, it's just covered. But for someone who isn't as knowledgeable about the wilds, and having met this one specifically, you know it's not actually a wolf. You recognize it, and there's a sense of there's some relaxation within you as you recognize the wolf, but there's also a bit of a worry why it would be here. But you know that this is Tristwald, one of the arch druids.
Yeah,
Oh.
let's go. That's okay. I couldn't remember the
And
name.
taking
but I
that
was
into account, all the creatures around you are most likely other druids of the Wild Order.
like, yep. Yes. Okay. All right. That's fantastic. And Nana also steps forward and goes, "Oh, I almost didn't recognize you there."
It breaks its eyes from Arthur. It sees Nana. And there's all of you. No, not all of you, but George and Arthur and Nana, for keeping an eye out, can see that this wolf stops itself from rolling its eyes.
It's nice to see you too.
After that, it takes one last look at all of you, and it walks off the road and into the forest. And all the various creatures that were looking at you between the trees and the bushes, they too disappear.
So
I have half a mind to follow them, but I
No,
feel
no.
like we would have gotten a more open invitation.
What was that about?
Yes, I'm confused. Were we under attack, or were we being tested, or...
No. That was Tristwald, an archdruid. You said it was of the wilds, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that's like the title. Yeah. They're druids of the wilds. And I don't know why they're this far in, but well, I suppose the whole place is a little strange right now.
Are they friends of yours? They didn't seem very hospitable.
They almost looked like they were going to eat Arthur.
I had it all under control. There was no eating of Arthur.
You were
Whoa.
grunting and... Well,
No one else concerned that they are very good at concealing themselves.
No, not too much.
Oh, absolutely, yes. Very.
I will remain in the middle of between concerned and not concerned, just for party balance.
Yes.
If we were to look off,
Mhm.
they are gone. They just kind of melted back into the forest. Any
Yeah, pretty
indication of
much.
where- Yeah. All right. Well.
So are they
Really?
meant to be that terrifying?
Are they?
Probably.
Where are they from, Nana?
That's a really cool question, Gerald, and I wish you would ask the DM.
I can let you know, Nana, you would know that while the druids of the wilds don't often visit Bandoria even, they act almost like, if you will, hidden protectors of the forest.
Are they
Which is
usually?
cool.
Because I don't know which. I'm thinking of the map, but I don't know which direction they would normally like live in, or are they just deeper in the forest than?
Deeper in the forest.
Oh,
They are
okay.
usually the ones that make sure that the ecosystem of the forest itself is maintained, that like outside influence doesn't make too much of an impact.
You're doing a
Probably
shit
why
job.
they're here.
Yeah. Now I'm more tempted to follow them. See, because they all kind of like. But I feel like they were probably there to like stop us if we were bad guys, maybe.
Or maybe if we were infected.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. So I have a mind to like go in the direction they went, but I have half a mind to just get to Pandoria. And Nana will voice this because Cuddly is very
Well, it sounds like they
not
were...
willing to make a choice.
It sounds like they were attempting to guard or prevent further harm happening to whatever's inside, or prevent people from going in who aren't qualified. I say we just keep going.
Yes, I have no desire to tangle with them if they don't want to be friendly towards us. I'm more than happy to be out of their way.
I think that was them being friendly.
Oh. Well, then
I've
let's
met
not piss
friendlier
them off.
corpses. We should keep going.
I don't know.
Um,
I like to think they were friendly with me.
They didn't say another word to you.
Arthur, when it started getting closer to you, that's when the others showed up, like they were about to attack. I don't call that friendly.
They were just cautious, I think.
Cautious and friendly are not always the same. But let's go.
I think they wanted to kill us absolutely, George.
They probably
I
wanted
think they hadn't
Arthur
decided.
steaks.
I think we should keep going.
I think they hadn't
I
decided who to
agree.
eat first.
As you keep on the road, you enter deeper into the forest. The trees growing thicker, taller, but also more lush. The vegetation sprouting and flourishing, even with the limited sunlight breaking through the canopy. Everything here is growing, not to the amount that you saw in the first world, but still more than usual. And as you continue further in, we are going to go on our break.
Whoa.
Jose! It's
Excellent.
okay.
And I just wanna give a huge thank you to Evil Doa for raiding in. Welcome in,
Thank you, Evil Doa.
everyone.
Welcome in, Raiders.
As always, how lovely of you.
Howoo.
Awoo. Lots of awoos.
Howoo to
Um,
you.
I will-
Yes, Australian Dahlia, where's my kebab? Please.
I will go. I'm gonna go grab a second coffee, so I will be back.
Do so. Welcome in, everyone. If there's any questions, now is a good time to ask them. We also take this opportunity to let the players ask some whatever their characters would know. These breaks are a little bit also like there's a lot of new things happening, and we take this opportunity to catch everyone up of what their characters would know about these new things that they've stumbled upon as well.
As well as the opportunity for bio breaks, which I will take right now.
Go ahead. What did you miss, Dahlia? Well, Nana almost broke into her neighbor's house.
And I would have done it again too.
If it wasn't for these pesky sticks being cute.
Yeah, they were so cute.
Damn cute.
Oh, Firedrop says, "Do you guys accept fan art?" Do we?
We do.
Hell yes. Actually,
We do.
Hold on. Here's the entire cast because I know you just stopped in today. And here, if you want to go over to Josie Poser, because she's got an entire channel in Discord just for like D&D and art and stuff like that. I don't have one yet because I am very slow. But absolutely.
And we have done in the past, and there might be another fan art competition coming soon with a chance to win D&D Beyond content.
Soon TM.
Soon
Maybe
TM. Yes.
Soon TM.
Soon TM.
Soon
I'm
TM,
gonna be
maybe
right back
TM.
as well, and I'll hurry back. But yeah, if you guys have any questions, especially if you've just come in on this episode, and you want like a quick synopsis of who we are, what we're doing, because I know I couldn't really give that in total, but Josie's a great person to ask. I'll be right back, and then I'll be back and help.
Yeah, good. I might need your help if you have eyes on Cutley's chat, though.
I do.
If any questions do come up.
I
How are you
have
doing,
eyes
Orb?
on everyone's.
Orb can probably not go for much longer, personally.
You've been very tired recently.
Yeah.
Like in general.
Yeah. I definitely overdid it today. Did a lot of
really?
stuff today.
Oh, how so?
I went driving on the beach, went for driving, did a big family day out to the beach. Then it was great, just being in the sun all day, drinking lots of water. Wake up uber early to go. Just, all those combinations, and yeah, I'm finding it hard to stay awake right now. I'm trying hard. But if I do run off, keep going, I'll leave my camera up, and I'll probably walk in bed.
Yeah, it'll be fine. We'll figure it out.
Yes. Just so you guys have got heads up if I just go night.
Yeah. Dahlia saying happy Father's Day to those who are in the chat who are fathers, or those mothers who had to be a father as well.
Thank you.
Where is it Father's Day?
In Australia.
In Australia apparently. Oh my god, I gotta check
I thought that one already passed.
No. So.
Or am I thinking of last year?
Yeah, it's not in Sweden. It's not till November.
Yeah, so that's why I did big family day today, because it was Father's Day.
Well, there you go.
Oh, wow. It's been a year.
Wait, that means double? You had your birthday and then Father's Day?
Yeah.
Wow.
It's been a big weekend. That's why I'm having a hard time.
I believe you.
Still, that sounds like a good time.
Yeah, yesterday I did heaps.
Very good.
Today I did heaps. And my body's like, slow down. You're getting old. And I'm just like, no.
You're almost 30 now.
Yeah. But look, people born in 93, they're going to be able to smash out 30s. We are legendary people born in 93, so.
Oh, wow.
Positivity.
Dahlia say fathers and mothers should be celebrated all the time, in my opinion. If they
I agree.
We had a discussion before stream about parents.
Yes. Okay.
I'm back. Sorry.
But
about
Orb,
that.
I'm sure you've earned it.
Oh, look, I have very political ideas that there shouldn't be a Mother's/Father's Day, but that's just political thing because it should be one day where it's called Parents' Day.
That would be nice, actually.
That's what I believe in.
Also, it's hilarious because Aussie's cam on my end is frozen. So even though he's back, it just looks like a chair and a mic.
Oh, so Harrison
Harrison
running
Ford.
the stream.
Harrison
Just
Ford is
free Harrison
actually.
Ford.
Yeah, there you go. Look at that. Holy heck. I called my parents today, and they just wanted to boast about all the awards they won last night or the other night.
Wow.
Because their accounting and financial advisor franchise won like small franchise of the year or something like
That's
that
awesome.
for Queensland.
Oh, nice.
That's nice.
Good on
And
them.
yeah, and they're going to nationals in October. So I'm
Whoa.
not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure like
Whoa.
what this means, but like yeah, they're
How
pretty
do they
chuffed.
How do you go
compete?
to nationals as an
Oh.
as an accounting like firm?
Did I just hear a...
There was a Wilhelm scream.
Yeah.
Accounting.
I gotta go bathroom. Me too. I'll be right back.
Okay.
No, it's like the way it's been explained to me is that like it's sort of like there's this big it's like there's this big gathering for like it's kind of like a trade show but for franchises, right? If that makes sense.
Right.
So if you're looking to buy a
Okay.
franchise, you'd go to this trade show sort of thing.
Gotcha.
But a part of that is like a dinner / ball / award ceremony sort of thing. And really what it is that marketing teams kind of go, hey, how do we promote different franchises? Like, oh, well, tell us your best franchisee, and if they're awesome, we'll give them an award, and it's kind of like marketing for the franchise as well.
Yeah.
So it's maybe like less of a hey on merit thing. It's more of like a, hey, how good are these people? But yeah, long story short is like within the category, which is like single person to partner sort of franchises or like small franchises. Yeah, apparently whoever the people who own Shoebox Bookkeeping said enough nice things about my parents, so it got
That's
them the
awesome.
award for
Nice.
Queensland. So
Nice.
yeah, and Dad had to make a big speech, and I'm upset because all throughout my life he has said that all his accounting knowledge and financial advice knowledge he received from Deal or No Deal. Because this is also the same man who says all of his life advice comes from The Simpsons. So look, we don't.
I mean that's
look,
reasonable.
You know
though.
what?
Yeah.
I understand.
So, but I said to him, so the first thing you mentioned in your acceptance speech was that you owe this to Deal or No Deal, right? And he goes, no. And I was so disappointed in him.
Aw.
I was so disappointed in him.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the sort of man my dad is.
Wow. The betrayal.
Well, congratulations on your parents.
Yes, they were very chuffed. Laura Bones in my chat says, competitive accounting. This gives me a world building idea.
And people
that's
said
like-
accounting is a boring job.
Isn't
There's
it like
pump-
Yakuza?
Accounting as a blood sport.
There's now a ranked queue.
You have been divested.
Oh, Murray.
Divested. What about like tri-vested?
I-
Three
No, don't be a try-hard investor, Colin.
I'm probably gonna dip out now instead of like mid scenes and stuff like that.
Okay.
Because I just can't. I'm tired. I'm done. 2 big
No,
days.
that is okay. You
Hmm.
look
Get some
exhausted.
rest.
Go sleep. We
Rest.
will try to not kill Arthur while you're gone.
I will be.
I will feed Arthur
listening.
to a dire wolf while you're
I'll
I'm
away.
be-
telling you
be-
now,
Well,
there's a wolfy
we've
boy.
already fed him to the druids.
Yeah, there's a
Okay.
wolfy boy who wants some Arthur steaks.
No.
Wow.
And if we
Wow.
can't find them again, I'll just make one of my pocket.
Yeah, we will just pocket wolf until we get a pocket wolf.
Oh no, the 2 badgers are gone. We slept.
I mean,
My
Oh.
badger, my stacked
Oh.
badger.
That sentence though, can we just appreciate the sentence. Oh no, the badgers are gone. We slept. Like, take that out of context.
Yeah.
But I love how we all knew exactly, like, well, maybe
Mhm.
not everyone, but most
I feel like
most
most
of the
us-
party knew
Yeah.
the party.
Yeah,
knew.
that exactly what you meant.
Hmm.
Like,
Hmm.
oh no, our badgers.
Yeah.
God, they were so good. I like to imagine they made it back with us eventually.
Thank you, Orby.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
we explain to the chats or just
No.
let it go and
No,
resume?
let it go.
Good night.
Okay.
So, two things. Good night, Orb.
Bye up.
Good night, Alert.
Two things. I do want to say some highs to the new people in chat. Cranky Yank, thank you for coming in with the raid. Grim Realties, thank you. The Drac and Evil Doa, thank you all for coming in with the raid. Thank you so much. Also, Dahlia is asking a question about what kind of accounting. Oh, you were talking about Aussie.
Spicy.
Regular,
Wow.
regular accounting, not
sure.
spicy accounting.
Uh-huh,
Regular
uh-huh,
accounting.
uh-huh.
What's
Just
spicy
full-
accounting? Like when you use
No,
like,
no,
a
no,
lot
no,
of-
no, cuddly, no.
Just
You're accounting for
that's-
your chili
No,
peppers.
this is
Yeah.
this is
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is one of those times where if you don't want to hate it here, you stop questioning.
No, I just feel like you're flushing a little bit, and that means that I would be really interested in this topic. I love to know more knowledge,
Yeah.
and never
I
put
think
you on the spot.
I think
I've never
Josie
been
wants
It's
to
just
play
getting hot because
D&D.
of the
I think
spiciness of
Josie
the
wants to
accounting.
play
Yeah, I
D&D,
think
and
so
we should get
too.
off the topic of spicy accounting.
Okay.
The second point before we get in is for all the newcomers in the chats, everyone who's fresh in and wasn't here since the start. I'm Josie Poster, the Dungeon Mistress, always benevolent. I run this game, and we are also joined by AussieDevFro, who is playing Rudy Magicans McGee, the Reborn Grave Cleric. We've got Roju from Participation Award,
Hi.
playing Gerald the Wizard, the Warlock Sorcerer. And we've got Cuddly Raptor playing Nana Melivora, the Gnome Druid. And we've got Gudatome playing George, the Starling Bard Sorcerer. We do usually as well, for all those who you saw, Orb left early tonight, wasn't feeling well. It's been a very hectic weekend for him. He plays Arthur Orblet III, the Elven Rogue Ranger Rogue, technically. And the party's currently trudging along a path, a merchant's road, if you will, a main way that leads through the forest to the druidic city of Bandoria. They have come here in search for clues regarding two things. They are going to see if they can find more knowledge about the Ur-Dragon Muhit that is located in the Ester Shard. But they know that there's also a dragon in cahoots with Bandoria. They're considering asking about this other dragon. At the same time, there's also a strange blight that's been affecting land and creatures. And who knows more about such things than the druids? They stumbled upon Tristwald Feralfen in his wolven form, but he let them pass. The party now comes upon a city that was one known for its life, its lustrousness, the colors, the gardens. It doesn't lay quiet, but the noises are not of happy people and bird song. Instead, there's people stressing about. Everyone seems to be in a hurry. Everyone is wearing simple vestments made out of natural elements. There's a few wooden buildings on the ground, but as you come in closer, it looks at first glance as a clearing. The trees open up. There's few and far between, but they are much larger. And in the middle of the city stands a tree that would take minutes to maybe walk around. It stretches high, and its canopy covers the entirety of the village, protecting it from the direct sunlight. These large trees, as you look, the branches grow thick and almost flat and intertwined with each other, creating natural walkways between them and platforms. There seems to be a pulley system of elevators going up and down the various tree trunks. And most of the people are actually not on the ground, but instead moving between the trees through these walkways. The housing as well, all the residential seems to be that the trees have grown and created hollows within themselves that people have made their own homesteads within. And especially this large tree, this arch tree that stands in the middle, seems to be housing many, many, many apartments, maybe. There are stairs, but they are not carved. Instead, just as with the walkways, it looks like thick branches that are flat on the top have just grown in the particular pattern needed to create access. On one of the buildings in front of you, this open city, the center is just grass and dirt road. One of these little, not necessarily buildings, but one of these little abodes existing between the roots, raised roots of a tree. You see a sign hangs carrying the sigil of the volunteers. Nana, you know that the arch tree itself at the very top houses the meeting room for the arch druids. And you see that usually this is a boisterous town filled with excitement. Everyone is having a good time. Usually there's people, they are pleasant, they are nice, they are welcoming. While eyes are being thrown at you as your party approaches the city itself, no one is really coming up to greet you. Everyone seems to have something else on their mind and they are rushing around.
That was quite an impressive tree.
Oh yes, yes. That's where our arch druids meet. Unfortunately, I thought you might receive a bit more of a warm welcome, but I suppose there are things going on that may take precedence.
I feel like we shouldn't
Are you
use
an
the
arch
word.
druid?
What, me? No. What?
I realized I hadn't asked. I don't know.
Oh, no, but you flatter me, dear.
I think you certainly could be one.
No, one day. No. Someone's just gotta die, man. No, don't do it, Josie. No. Don't do it.
No,
I
feel
mean,
Don't do it. Don't you do it.
We could make you a spot, Nana.
I feel like we should.
is this the part where I remind you that the one of the arch druids last you heard
like-
was gravely injured?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remembered that as I said it, and I was like,
He might not pull through.
I mean, you have abilities to make it seem like he's dead, and then we just yeet him off a cliff somewhere.
Oh God.
Rudy, why?
Anyway,
Okay, well, all right.
No, they all seem quite busy.
Yeah, so the volunteers at the bottom of the tree, and
One tree. There's
One of the
many
trees.
very large trees, and then
Yes.
at the front,
the
like as a
big-
centerpiece, if you will, is this massive tree.
I-
But yes, one of the first trees that you come into contact with as you get out of the main forest itself and into this opening, it's almost like the tree has tried pulling its roots out of the ground and created a hollow underneath, and then the root structure has been covered over, and there's a door attached where the sign of the volunteers hangs.
I feel like Arthur would be like, sort of like subconsciously guiding the party in that direction if he was given any sort of lead at all.
Yeah, and I think that's where Nana would think to go as well, because it's not like you can just I mean, not that she cares, but she probably shouldn't just burst into the Archdruid chamber
I
without,
mean,
having an
kicking
idea
the
of what's
door.
going
We
on.
probably can. We have those
Just
get
one
out of,
tiny.
Yeah.
we have those get out of jail free cards from the Queen. We probably can.
That's very true. They probably could. But no, volunteer seems like a better place to start, don't you guys think? I feel like
Oh, yeah.
yes.
Guildhouse.
Um, All right, yeah. I think we will make our way to the volunteers, right? Yeah. Yeah.
What's George think? Do we just following along, or?
He's probably just gonna stay closest to probably either Rudy or Arthur, because he's not gonna be comfortable with people in the trees around him. And the more people he can sense, the closer he at some point he might be holding on to Rudy's cloak like a lost child.
It's all right,
This is
George.
fair.
Stick close, and
At least you can see with your goggles. That's I'm sure that's helpful.
Considering how dark it is, could see anyways. Don't need the goggles. It's already scary.
You step inside, and it's very rustic. There's this just one large long table. You have these like half log benches around the side of it with a few stools. There's what looks like it might be a bar, but it's definitely too big, too small to have like more than one or two people standing behind it. And then looks like there's a door that seems to lead into the rest of the tree itself almost. And as you step in, you see sitting at the long table itself, a human looks up. It looks like tired, like either exhausted or hungover, even though it's mid-afternoon at this point. It's like not even 4 o'clock maybe.
It's 9 p.m. somewhere.
It's 9 p.m. somewhere. Looks up.
That's such a mood.
And looks at all of you. How can I help?
Oh, well, hopefully just to answer a couple of questions. My name is Melivora, and I don't live too far from Vandoria. And well, we're with the guild, and we've been traveling back through, and we couldn't help but notice we seem to have a bit of a fungus problem around, and we wanted to ask you
You could
about
say
it.
that, yeah. It's not good. They're not really letting me get involved though, so I'm just, sitting here, rolling my thumbs.
And she
they're
thinks
not.
of Ami's thumbs, and she goes,
They're not employing the guild to assist in the matters?
No, also most guild members actually left for Evanspire. There was a message sent out, but since I'm the local representative, I stay. There's always gotta be someone here. But no, the druids don't really seem to want our help. Something about not having the appropriate expertise.
well, if it's anything like we've recently seen,
And
I
dealt
would
with
say-
quite effectively, I might say.
and dealt with, I wouldn't doubt your skills, but I would say it is a lot to handle for anyone, including druids.
Yeah, look, I'm a decent tracker forager. I can survive in the woods, but magic and these things happening, I'm if the druids want to deal with it, the druids can deal with it.
Can you tell
Even
us
though
more
if you're
of
asking
what...
me, they're not really doing a good job.
Why do you
Can
say
you-
that?
Yeah.
It just seems like it might be a bit much even for them. I don't know. They seem a bit spread thin.
Well, they weren't very thin when we saw them. There were quite a lot of them.
Oh, really? Oh. Well, it's more like, it's a big forest. It's a big thing to deal with. I don't know.
True.
Also considering that, like, half of them are not even here.
Yes.
Where are they?
Well, I mean, they're technically here, but last I heard,
Coated in
Um,
mushrooms.
No. The Tempest Caller took like a whole bunch of druids and left some herald business. And last I heard, Greensprout is still sick, and pretty much all of her druids are taking turns just keeping her alive. Last I heard, it's not looking good.
Oh. Whereabouts?
Whereabouts are they?
Well, they're in her chambers up near the top of the arch tree. The only one that's really in town right now is Tramplefoot, and he's, trampling around, calling the shots currently.
Look, do you think I know we've only just met, but we're also on a mission, but we did stop here and we may be able to help. Do you think it would be possible to get us an audience with someone?
Look, I really don't have any authority of that kind. But if you just ask around town, I'm sure Tramplefoot is about, like, somewhere.
Yes. Well.
Yeah, he used to be really, really quiet, keep to himself sort, but since all of this happened, I don't know, he's really taken to the leader role pretty well.
Oh, that's good for him. All right. Well, thank you. Yes. Look, keep it up. All I can say is you're still doing good work, even if you feel like you're not. Just.
Well, thanks for coming by.
Yes, we'll
Right, I could
try to
help.
find someone. Yes.
Yeah.
Let us know
well,
if you need anything, I guess.
I don't know. If you're staying the night, I wouldn't mind some drinking company in the evening.
Oh, absolutely.
Yes,
sharing
come
a
to the
meal.
right party.
Yeah.
Oh, sharing a meal. Oh, say no more. Where do we start preparing?
But Nana, we've got to go take care of
Weren't you busy?
things first.
We'll be back in the evening.
If you have a kitchen, prepare it later. She won't say no. She won't take no as an answer. Just give her a kitchen later.
Sure. I mean, we have a kitchen. It doesn't get used too much, but we could probably.
As long as
Vanguard-
it's cleaned and she can use it, it'll be great.
The Vanguard of the Black is known for many things, and one of them is making sure everyone's fed. Now, we'll be back.
Wait, you're the Vanguard of the Black?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Did we forget to
I
mention
suppose
that?
we didn't mention that, yes.
Oh.
Arthur
shit.
normally mentions it like every 5 seconds.
Yes.
Because he's being unnaturally silent at the moment.
Yes, he's just taking it all
Oh.
in, It slips my mind. I'm so sorry. Yes, this is Gerald the Wizard.
Hello.
2 Zs. Why would Nana say Z? No, she says Z. I hate it here. This is George. This is Rudy. I'm Malvora, as I mentioned, and this is our leader, Arthur. And at the word leader, I imagine Arthur just kind of like takes another step back. Like, no.
Feel like
Well,
he-
yeah, I've definitely heard about you. There's been some rumors on the grapevine, as you will.
Oh, I hope good ones.
Yeah, apparently you, I don't know, battled a dragon. You've fought demons. I don't
And made
know.
a theme
There
park.
was.
Yes, we've been
What?
incredibly unlucky.
I also heard you helped solve like a murder on a train.
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
No, we didn't solve a murder. I was the murder.
Oh no, Rudy,
It's
no.
actually-
You were
a fa-
wait.
yeah.
You're the murderer.
Oh,
No,
yes.
I was
No.
murdered.
Wait,
It's,
what?
it's a fascinating story. We'll
He's
tell you
very
over
dead.
dinner. Look,
We'll tell you over drinks.
oh, most certainly.
You'll
yeah,
want to be
yes.
drunk for it.
You want to know the story
Okay.
behind this? Absolutely. It's yeah. Oh, it's a wonderful tale.
Rudy,
We'll-
this is why I
Oh,
said he wouldn't
we
be
just
drunk
had
for
a
it.
dinner companion.
No.
Yes, let's-
No.
No,
We'll make
No.
him keep the mask on
No,
during
what-
dinner.
Please,
What?
please do.
Rudy,
What's wrong
you're
with my
not
face?
eating until after dinner.
there's nothing wrong with my face.
Everything
No,
is
your
wrong.
face.
What
Everyone's
is
used to it.
fine.
You
by
don't
now.
have a face.
What do you mean? I still have cheeks. I need a mirror. Do I still have cheeks? I can't figure it out.
We'll get out of your hair.
And they're like
So-
dragging Rudy. Like, no,
No, there has to be a mirror in here somewhere. I need to.
Rudy, we'll show you a mirror later, and we're gonna have a talk about you removing that mask. What happened to the helmet I gave you? Why isn't it on?
Oh yeah, did you sell that?
No, I put it on Crater. He looks terrifying with it on.
Oh my god, I thought you were gonna say I put it on Craigslist. And I was like, what?
Imagine.
Yeah, I'm just immediately imagining a photo of like this spooky mask, with just like a really badly taken picture.
And like there's a glare.
But there's
'cause
a
the
mirror
mask
in the
has those
background that
eyes.
clearly shows him naked taking the photo.
No, not
No!
completely naked. He still has the codpiece on.
Oh, he still has the
No,
copies. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I imagine then, like,
And it's just guts and bones.
no. At this point, what I'm imagining in my head, at least, if Rudy would ever strip naked, he would pretty much look like the pale man in Pan's Labyrinth, the one with the eyes and the hands.
Does he
Oh,
have
I
eyes?
remember
and
that.
hands? Alright, yeah.
No.
I feel like
No, but
Rudy
like
is
that
everything.
like really
Mm.
gaunt, like
Mm.
oh, I'm only skin and bones.
Yeah, like Rudy showers in his armor though. Like he won't take it off.
I mean, he can't take it off.
I can't take it
What
off.
was
Yeah,
the,
no.
what was the name of the person who's was it
The
Green
name-
Sprout? Something
Green
like that?
Sprout is
That was the person
the
that's down.
yes, that is the
Injured
archdruid
one.
who's been injured. Yes.
Because I mean, basically, we're just running like Dramonia, right? So like,
Oh yeah, for
we
sure.
got
Oh, yeah.
That's a new
George
campaign
Bush.
idea.
Oh, we know
just
how to
running
deal
a
with this.
fantasy hospital. New
yeah,
campaign
we just
idea,
keep running
fantasy
into sick
hospital.
people who need medical attention.
Please,
And,
please. With a cleric and a druid and
Oh
like
my god,
and
hospital
the bard's
drama
skills. Oh my
in
god. please.
the hospital drama on the Sword Coast. Here we go.
yeah,
Waterdeep ER.
well, Nana, who did you want?
As you
to
step outside,
visit?
actually, very quickly, you see a figure, a large figure coming towards you.
Oh.
Perfect. That must
At
be
can't
first, you
be in
see
trouble
it looks
already.
like it looks like you can see these, in proportion to the rest of the form itself, rather small hands and arms sticking out of this bulbous shape, and the same with legs. Whatever this is, it's hunched forward, and it's got like this really large mass on its back. But as it
Tall.
gets closer, you hear jingling as it comes lumbering towards you, and you realize that this person is pretty large. The hands of this person could probably like
That's the
Black.
one they could do. Yeah.
grasp your entire head in just like in one hand, and you realize the mass on the back is actually, it looks like a growth, like plant growth. You see what looks like weeds that have been formed into small balls. You see crates stuck to it. And you see birds flying in and out of little birds' nests that are stuck to the back.
Oh,
And you see this long, matted gray hair coming towards you, and then moves the hair to the side. You see an orcish face with large tusks. And Nana, you recognize this person as Hadar Tramplefoot, one of the archdruids.
There you go.
Yes, and you can see squirrels and shrews and birds entering and exiting various hollows and nests on his back.
Before I continue with this, I'm gonna say, in case you missed it, this man is a Bulbasaur.
No, I saw it.
Okay, good. Just for the
It is
rest
more-
of the friends.
Okay, I'm gonna say the inspiration comes from the hoarders in what's it called, the labyrinth, the David
Oh,
Yo-Yo.
yeah.
Hmm.
Okay.
Except it's just like little crates and baskets for animals to live in, just
Right,
stuck
right.
all
Hmm.
over his back.
I
That
see.
makes sense. Yeah,
That's
that's
kind of
cool.
cute.
Cool. And quick question, Josie.
Yes.
Because I know Nana knows the Archdruids, but not really as friends necessarily. More as
No.
colleagues. Okay. Cool. That is all good. I don't want to be too.
We
familiar
have
with them.
established that you are older than all of them,
Mhm.
but they are more powerful and more knowledgeable.
Nana never had. Look, I'm just gonna. Nana never had. She doesn't want to reach those heights. She doesn't care. She just wants
She's
to
been
cook,
chilling.
man.
Mm.
She's chilling. Nana doesn't care.
I'm
Nana
pretty
doesn't
sure we
give a
made
shit.
it canon in your backstory that you referred to them as kids.
Yes, I do actually. And that's probably why the wolf rolled his eyes.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, because you put in your backstory that you refer to them as the kids.
I think I do.
So
They
this,
probably hate that.
this guy's coming straight towards us.
He's
are
coming
you
towards you.
defending?
You see these massive tusks. He walks up.
Oh, hey, kiddo.
Vanguard. Hi, Nana. Vanguard, I take it.
Yes.
Yes.
Good. I've heard good things. I would like to ask if you can help.
We
With
can
the
do our
current
best.
situation?
Yes.
Well, like
I
Gerald
assume
said.
you came here for a reason.
Well,
I got a message from Tristwald.
Yes. Well, several reasons at this point, right?
yes. Information primarily, and then secondly, we were attacked by a mushroom-laced bear, and then there seems to be something going on with this forest.
Yes. We thought we had it under control. But it seems we do not.
Hmm.
There are a great many things that we need to do, but most of us are gone. Lena took her druids to the Herald.
Nana, what's
Gianna
What's that?
lays ill, and her druids refuse to leave her side to aid us, even though it is their domain to guard the trees. All I can do is protect the animals, and Tristwald protects our borders from outside threats.
That explains the whole circly grr thing.
See, Arthur, they were not friendly.
We're definitely going to eat Arthur until Nana says
Oh,
something.
yes.
Tristwald is a big softy. Don't worry about him.
I feel like Arthur would be like, see?
You can give him belly rubs then, Arthur. Off you go.
No. I've heard a great deal about you. You've done many things, great things. And from what I can gather, you've grown in power rather quickly.
Well,
We've picked up a few tricks.
It is strange, but I will ask for your help. The only way we could combat this blight is if we had the people appropriately expertised towards it.
Fair enough.
Well, what do you say if we try to help with Gianna's condition?
I will make sure you can take a look, but I'm not convinced there's much to be done. But if you can help her, if you can, that would be wonderful. If not, I know that you are journeying. We have our own contacts with the Queen. And I know you are journeying. And I would ask that if you go either to the north or the east, that you tell the druids of our plight and ask them to come help.
That we can do.
oh, we'll do that anyway.
Guys, we're conveniently going there.
We'd still need to go in either direction for our own quests, so that should be easy enough to do.
Good. If you'll follow me. And just turns around and starts lumbering away towards the arch tree itself.
Oh, I guess we follow.
While we're walking, Rudy would bend down to Nana and go, "What's a herald? Like, where did they go?"
They went to a place, right, Josie? They went to another, a city in, They went to fight something, and you told me all about this, and it's coming back to me slowly.
They don't fight.
They didn't fight, but...
They sort of more corral the herald.
The herald. That's
Herald.
right. They didn't fight, but they.
Was the
is
herald
the
like
big...
Oh, it's
one
another
of
one of those
the
things.
Titan type
Yeah.
things, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
we
the
do
big
know
dude.
this. Oh, okay. That
Steppies.
slipped my brain. My brain.
He make and big steppy,
That's
and then
yeah, and then yes, I remember
He does
now.
make big steppy.
My
yeah.
brain doesn't retain this. Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
No.
Yeah, that one
Alright.
had
Like
glided
it's
that
not.
one,
It's not
yeah.
a city.
Yeah.
It's not even a place.
a-
It's just wherever it
It's
is.
Wherever it is, yes.
Forget
And
I asked,
the-
Nana.
The storm druids are the fastest druids in the west, and that's why they are tasked with just keeping an eye on the herald, corral it if necessary, try to get it to move somewhere else, or warn people that are in its path.
You said the
Makes
fastest
sense.
the fastest druids in the west.
Sorry, Guda, did you
Yes.
say something?
George was gonna ask Nana a question when we're done asking this stuff.
Mhm.
I can wait until
ahead.
that conversation. Oh, we're done. Okay. Nana, quick question. So we
Oh,
can't hear.
yes.
Just down here.
Yes.
I didn't see it exactly, but you brought that bear back to life. What if we just let her go and bring her back? That's the fastest way to like fix the situation, right?
Look, George.
We're practical.
This is a
He's not
fast
wrong.
way, but we do need to make sure she would be all right with it. Plus, we don't even know what ails her.
Oh, right. Jumping the gun. Got it. Okay.
Right.
But that is an
right.
option, right?
It's always an option, but we should do more. We should know more before we jump to that option.
Very expensive.
Higher level parties has no regard for life and death.
Okay, George
just
wasn't
walk-
there
Just let her
to
go,
walk
man.
away
She'll
from
come
her.
back.
I don't
Just
mean to
turn her
point
off
out
and
the
on
obvious.
again.
Like, I really don't mean to point out the obvious, but pretty close to dead. Let's be
the
real.
IT crowd, but with our.
Yeah.
And you turn it off and on again.
To be fair, George is not there when you mentioned the expensive part because he was busy doing chaos.
Yeah, true.
Hmm.
Actually, I couldn't even do it if I wanted to do it right now.
We didn't.
I
get
literally
the
had that
did
stuff
we?
for you guys, and then I gave it to a bear.
To be fair, Baby Bjorn needed it.
Look, baby Bjorn, it's what we deserve, okay?
Yeah, we needed
Damn
a
it.
second reborn in the party.
Every time I get that stupid jingle in my head.
Baby
Baby
Bjorn.
born, baby born.
Oh,
I'm done.
That's all George wanted to ask. I'm good now.
You
I
follow.
love it. You just-
You follow Hadar Tramplefoot as he starts walking towards the arch tree. And it's almost as if when he puts his foot on one of these branches, they start moving. Like they are shifting along the length of the tree, going all around it. And it keeps going. And as you put your own feet, it's almost like the steps you place your feet on starts moving you up and around the tree itself.
It's a cool escalator, what?
It is an escalator, yes.
Yeah.
That goes around the tree, up to the
That's so
top,
cool.
hundreds of feet.
Right. So it's not like moving to where our foot is going next. It's just sort of moving ahead as we walk.
Yes.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Because
Also, to give you guys like I think an image. I think Josie was kind of explaining to me, like, Endor and the Ewoks.
Yes.
Like some of those.
Except instead of rope bridges, it's more like the tree branches have grown and interwoven to create pathways.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's even like some of them even have railings where it's just like branching off upwards and creating these railings.
We don't.
It is
notice-
very much like the Ewoks in Endor, but everything is made out of trees. Like it's grown into those shapes.
Right.
We don't notice like a young kid or something like playing a xylophone of stormtrooper helmets
Oh my
anywhere. No, we don't see that.
No.
Okay,
No,
good. Just
no.
making sure. Just needed to make sure. Yeah. We weren't infringing on any rights
No.
or intellectual
But
property.
Nana, looking down, you would see a friend, a fellow gnome far below, Yonya, the florist who sells flowers in Venduria, who works in the gardens.
And I definitely buy her flowers. Is she looking up? Could I wave to her?
She looks up after a bit, and you wave, and it takes her a moment before she realizes who it is, and then instead of waving, she just has this shocked expression on her face.
Nana just calls down to her. Oh, we'll catch up later.
And eventually, in front of a hollow opening in the tree itself, Hadar simply steps off, the branches moving, and you realize, all of you, that they stop when you reach that specific point. You can still see more branches leaving further up, but the ones you're standing on automatically stop until you step off.
Oh. This is quite convenient.
Yeah, and he steps inside, and you see a very packed apartment, if you will. It's only one open room with windows looking out into the forest, and you're above the main tree line. Just above it, the windows looking out is almost like where you would look out a normal window and see grass of fields. You see the canopy just like a few feet below the windowsill. Looking out, you see the mountains in the west and the north, and it's a beautiful sight as the sun is starting to set. At the same time, the potted plants all over this apartment look untended to. Some overgrown, some starting to wilt. And in a bed that looks like it's made the fresh, soft, moist moss that just looks incredibly soft. In it lies an elven woman with green hair. Green bleached hair. It's like very, very pale green. Her skin is tanned, and her clothes seem to almost be leaves, but you can't see any seams, as if they've grown out of her body itself. She lays on this bed, and a handful of druids are currently surrounding her, and you can see magical green light emanating. One of them looks up and says, "Tramplefoot." And the rest look up, except the one that's currently the soft green glow coming from the hands of a halfling standing in front of Gianna, Greensprout. And Hadar says, "She will be fine for just a moment. Please leave us." And you can see all of them want to protest, but his presence and authority makes them question it, if they really should. They say nothing else, not even goodbye. The one currently administering treatment stops, and they all leave. They wait outside, though. You can see them right outside the door. Even though they left the apartment, they're definitely staying near. They look worried. They look suspicious. Outsider. They're looking at all of you. A little bit of disdain in their eyes, definitely. And Hadar turns to all of you. "Feel free to examine her. We have yet to discern the cause properly. There's something that continuously causes injury, no matter how much we try to stop it.
Oh, I have a bad feeling.
We've run into a couple of things in recent times that have had such effects. I do wonder, but
What we do know it is not the fungal blight that is upon our forest.
Right.
She was
Yeah, the
injured
other
long before that
One
happened.
more time.
Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Well,
She left for the Dead Marsh to investigate why its encroachment had sped up.
right.
And she returned to us weakened. And she fell deeply ill. No matter how much her own druids heal her, it takes not long before her injuries return. And her body succumbs. And you can see, even though she's mostly unconscious, her pain is twisted in despair and pain. Her face is just and sweating profusely.
right.
Um,
Oh.
after you.
Well, I was
Well,
I was
I'll
just-
just start something because I'm gonna ritual cast identify. So for the next 11 minutes, that's what I'm doing.
So, quick little question about mechanics. Can Rudy combine his his knowledge of the past life with a inspiration roll from George?
Yes.
Excellent. George, I'm going to have a quick examination of the patient here. Do you mind giving me a bit of a pep talk, please?
All right.
I'm just feeling a little down. Like I just think I need a little bit of extra motivation, a little gumption, a little chutzpah, just to pick me up.
Oh, chutzpah! It immediately slaps you on the back as hard as you can.
Oh, you know what? That'll get it going.
I imagine he would just do the warming up the hands by rubbing them together before the slap too, so it's extra.
Perfect.
Like, I know you have no actual medical expertise from what you told me when you had me do surgery on Claire, but
George.
but you have gotten us through a lot of situations and have never let any of us actually die in battle. So I believe you can keep, as long as she doesn't die, you're the man for the job.
Well, actually, George, I'll have you know, even if she does die, I could still be the man
I thought that
for
was
the job.
not
I mean,
a
like,
job then.
Oh, it's a bit of both of us, I'd say.
George, you know,
I trust Nana more.
I used to embalm bodies and prepare them for being buried. That's in
Yes.
Oh,
but
that
my
job.
life's
No,
work,
I'm
essentially.
your man in that case.
Yeah, no, I trust Nana for the death part, or for the bringing back from death.
But-
if we need to interrogate them
I
when
love
they're
that
dead,
George
then I'll
wasn't
leave it to you.
there.
I literally.
Interrogate who?
Oh.
No, we're not interrogating anyone. I'm just saying
Oh,
he's
no.
only useful as long as the person's alive.
But anyway,
We have
He
someone
is still
else.
alive.
Exactly, which means he's great for this job.
I'm not sure how much of a pep talk this was, but I think I feel inspired for some unknown reason.
Inspired to prove him wrong.
Inspired to prove everyone wrong. All right, it doesn't matter. I'm gonna roll a medicine check,
Yeah.
which was
You get-
a 24. But because I really want this to sort of pop, I'm still gonna use knowledge from a past life.
You also get the D10.
Yes.
Oh
so
my god, we're
gonna-
gonna know
I'm
everything.
making this
Really
pop. So
big
now we're at
turn.
27. 27. With I'm gonna hang on to the inspiration then. With 27, I think that's pretty
Might as
good.
well.
Yeah.
So as you start examining the body, your mind goes into that zone of like, this is a magical situation. You start going over the body inch by inch, looking for points of injury. You check for symptoms, the fever, how high is it, the sweating, does it seem to be a cold sweat, a warm sweat, any visible injuries, any blackening of the veins. You go into it completely. And even though you've been working on dead bodies most of your life, you get imagery. And almost like someone is whispering in your ear. telling you how to do it. You get images, flashes of how to do this. You find on her back a very small wound.
Hold the phone. A very small, like
What's
a
a
puncture
phone?
wound. Hold like
a very
puncture-
small, like little gash in her
Oh,
lower
okay.
back. And there's definitely, as you're even watching it, you see it almost like open, like the wound itself is getting bigger.
This doesn't remind me of Sin's wound back on the.
No.
No, okay, all right. That's what I was when you said tiny wound. I was like,
yeah,
dang
yeah.
on.
No, and it's like
Redemption.
almost before your eyes. It's ever so slowly opening wider, and the edges is starting to fester before your very eyes.
Well, that is very, very interesting. Oh, deadly. Definitely deadly, but also very interesting. Hey, Gerald, I'm not sure if you can hear me when you're doing the ritually stuff.
I can hear you, but I am trying to concentrate.
Can you focus here?
It doesn't matter where I'm focusing. I'd rather not look at it if it's gross.
Oh, it's definitely getting grosser by the second.
I
In
am not
fact,
interested.
it's starting
then.
to, like,
Just
this
let me
section
finish
here.
my ritual, please.
Oh, okay.
It kind of reminds me of Rudy's nose a bit.
Oh, I definitely don't want to see it then.
How dare you! I take good care of my nose cavity, thank you very much. Oh my, I've never been insulted more in my life.
I don't know if
I'll
I can
work
speed
harder
this
then.
ritual up, but I'm going to try.
Okay, so I find the wound, alright. Is there anything inside the wound, or will I need to roll again to sort of...
No, with that roll, you see, at first glance, you didn't see anything, but as the wound itself is opening ever so slowly, maybe there's a form of curiosity that's just you're watching this happen.
Oh, very curious, yes.
Another wound seemed to open up next to it, like a similar gash that's just slowly opening.
Oh,
And
you've
there's,
got a little friend there.
as you're having a look, there's definitely something moving. Very small.
Ooze.
Fucking ooze.
Freaking oozes again.
Fucking
I bet-
ooze. I
God.
fucking knew it.
I have no poker face.
Why is everything
Like,
ooze?
as soon as you said that there's something that like keeps hurting,
Every time there's
despite
something moving,
even though they
Josie.
heal it.
Every time.
Right. So...
They said it wasn't the fungus.
No,
It's not the
if it's not
fungus.
fungus, it's
It's
ooze.
not.
It's one of the two. It's
Yeah.
always one of the
Oh.
two. Oh.
Soon it's
Oh,
gonna be
because I bet
fungoose.
I bet that's literally why the swamp was encroaching. Okay. Yeah.
So do we? So is that a connection that Rudy has made, or is that just us going into the ooze?
I don't know.
I'm gonna
I think
ask
we've
a
seen a
very,
lot of
very
oozes.
this is a very important question.
Mhm.
Uh-oh.
Are you touching it?
I think Rudy would have the sense not to be touching a festering wound, but this is Rudy
Does
we're talking
he?
about.
He's stuck on a thinking phase. On
Yeah,
my
I'm.
end, just so
No,
y'all
I'm
know.
actually.
That-
No,
that's
I'm.
literally-
I'm thinking.
No, that's
oh,
legit
what's
though. Like,
happening.
you know,
It's
if you
a-
were examining, were
Yeah,
you touching? Yeah.
Yeah,
Will
yeah, no,
also-
yeah. No, Rudy would be touching it. Yeah, he would like
He's
because
cold in
he would be
Arthur.
he would be no because he would be looking at the wound, right, and
Mhm.
then he would probably notice the movement as he was sort of investigating the wound. So he
Do you
probably
have
would
gloves
have.
on?
Poke it.
He has a single.
He
glove.
does wear gloves.
he
So
wears
that,
But he's also
no.
got like bone fingers.
bone fingers, so it's
Mm.
kind of like gloves are kind of like. Oh, what?
This is
As
why
you do,
George
as
said
you're
earlier,
looking,
mage hand.
you get a little bit of like darkened liquid. It could have been blood, could have been pus. It's a bit darker. Get it between your fingers, and you still have sensation, even though your fingers are worn down to skeletons.
Yeah.
And you realize there's a tingling sensation coming through.
Oh.
And I'm gonna give you this because of a very specific reason.
Mm.
Dragon acid.
Oh.
What?
Okay.
Oh, that's interesting. Right. Well,
Dragon acid.
Okay. I kind of want to say that while you guys were doing that, Nana knows that medical, if she's assisting Rudy, is okay. But she wanted to talk to the druids to find out more about what happened at the swamp and see if they knew what caused the initial injury. So I don't know if they were there or not, but that's what she's gonna try and do and ask them. Do they know?
They're a bit standoffish at first, but they still recognize you as a druid yourself. And that sort of makes them ease up a little bit. And one of them says,
More of a local.
Yeah, that's
well,
why I did it.
we don't know. When she came back a couple of months ago, she was in no state to talk already. We assume she used the last bit of her magic to get back here. But no, no matter how we tried to heal the wound, our magic is nowhere near powerful enough, like, compared to her own. She was the most potent healer in all of Bandoria.
Yes, she was, and hopefully she will be again. That's why I've brought my friends, and I know they're outsiders, but together we form the Vanguard of the Black. I don't know if you heard that name, but we really do just want to help. So where I fall short on my knowledge, my friends hopefully can fill in. And that's why Rudy's taking a look right now as we speak.
And you think he can do something about this?
I certainly hope so. He's done several surgeries before, and I know this isn't quite the same, but he's proved very, very good.
At this point, you hear from Rudy, "Oh, that tingles. That is very interesting."
Just a
Why
moment.
is Rudy becoming a mad scientist?
He literally is!
No, I just wanted that, as you said, he's done it. He's been really good at this. I just wanted that to come out. That's all. Continue
And
the
then they're like,
conversation.
no.
He's that one doctor who everyone calls a quack, but he's just eccentric.
Yeah,
That's
he's Dr.
In
Nick from The
quotation
Simpsons.
marks.
He still gets the job done. We do. His methods are a bit unorthodox, though.
Oh, absolutely. He's now removed the glove and prodding the acid carcass.
Oh my god. And
The hand is on
see him
display.
removing Rudy, what are you doing?
At this point,
Does Identify
Gerald.
finish?
Yeah.
Yes.
So what
Oh,
exactly
thank
does
God.
Identify give you in form of
So
information?
as far as when it's focused on people goes, it tells you any. Hold on, let me get the exact wording for you, just so you can tell me. So if you instead touch a creature throughout the casting, you learn what spells, if any, are currently affecting it.
No spells are affecting.
All right, so I finished the ritual. A little glow goes off, a little sparks up the arms a little bit, and all right, well, it's whatever it is, not a spell. I can tell you that much for sure.
Oh, yeah, no, I've worked that out.
No, you haven't.
There's literally dragon acid inside her.
How do you know it's dragon acid?
I don't know. I just do.
All right.
That would be his legit reasoning, yeah, Josie?
Yeah.
Yeah. I legitimately do not know how I know this. I just do. 100% absolutely certain, without a shadow of doubt.
All right. Well, it's still, you didn't know that there wasn't a spell on her, so now you know. You're welcome.
You know what, Gerald? Thank you.
That's all that I ask. Anyway,
A third gash is slowly opening above the first one.
Rudy, did you want to maybe remember that thing you did to know when the person is about to expire?
At this point, Rudy's like got the tip of his finger in his mouth. He's like, "Oh yes, of course." And we'll cast Spare the Dying on on our
Wasn't it?
I
Didn't he have
believe
like a
Death Ward was the
Oh, Death
intended.
Ward. Sorry, Death Ward. Not Feather dying. She's not
I
dead
mean,
yet.
it works.
Hang on, where is Death Ward? Oh my god, I'm gonna start using the search function. I feel like that's so much better. All right, there we go. Death Ward has been cast.
Mhm.
All right. I do have a. Do you know of a way to extract the acid? Then, if you're certain that it's dragon acid that is causing the issue,
All right.
do we have a way to? I mean, do we just rinse it out with enough water and eventually it'll be diluted, or?
Are we shaping water, boys? Are we doing it?
So the knowledge that Rudy it just stops at its like at what it is. He wouldn't have any thoughts or theories on how to get this out, would he?
Not really, and there's still something slowly, like, pulsating within, like just underneath the fascia.
Right. Is there?
So is it
I'm
just
muted.
acid?
I don't know. There's also something. It's almost like it's moving,
Moving.
pulsating.
Oh.
There's that word again, Gerald. Pulsating.
Let me have a look.
Yeah.
The stuff in Claire
Oh.
pulsated as well, right, Josie?
One more time.
The stuff in Claire was pulsating as well, or no?
Yes,
We are
but
used
they've
to
already,
pulsating.
but they have already concluded that this is not the
The
fungal
mushroom,
way.
yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
but we
and
are
they've had a
used
lot
to
of time.
pulsating.
Mm.
So
You're
it is
used to
fine.
pulsating.
Mm,
So we've got this.
yeah.
If you
Well,
will, if you want to, we can change it to like it's
Undulating?
palpating.
this is worse.
Undulating!
Undulating. We like
Absolutely
undulating.
I got more words if you want.
Throbbing.
Grab
I've-
a thesaurus.
I've got an idea,
Ooh,
or a couple
yes.
of ideas potentially. If it is just alchemical in nature, I mean, I'm not an alchemist, but I know a tiny bit. Certainly, most acids diluted. So, presumably, we could try just washing it out incessantly for a bit and see what happens. Also, I had the idea that if she's asleep, perhaps we might communicate via a dream
Mm.
and ask her what happened.
At this point, like, would Rudy would motion for like maybe like one of the druids to come back in and resume the healing, whatever they're doing, just to stabilize. But
Yeah.
he would maintain the death ward as well. Just, I'm not sure if that's actually, is that a?
Yeah, look at you, look at the wound, and like just panic. Look at you, and immediately they start like. It looks like they start by putting like salves and ointment on, and then they start
I'll just stay
like
there, I was like-
casting this magic as well.
Mm.
But
Yeah,
they
yeah.
definitely like throwing looks at you like how could you let this happen?
Mm.
No,
It's fine.
don't argue. Don't argue with people who are helping. Rudy.
Rudy, if you perhaps, I mean, Nana, did you want to talk to her? We could try.
Well, if it's a face she'll recognize, yes. If she's sleeping, let's try. Let's see what happens.
It's worth a try. All right. Hold my hand, Nana, and I will begin casting Dream.
Nana,
Takes 1 minute.
it takes 1 minute. Nana, you start feeling very sleepy as you hold Gerald's hand. You sit down, and eventually, having overheard this, Tramplefoot brings a pillow over.
Oh.
It's made out of very soft materials, and it's got like a layer of moss on it as well. It's cool to the touch. It's got a spongy texture, and you lay down, and it's oh so comfortable. And as your eyes finally close shut, you see imagery almost as if you're in this apartment. Again, still. But you can't see outside the windows anymore. It's dark. And laying in the bed, almost similar to what you saw. You see Gianna Greensprout herself laying in the bed, but here she's whining audibly. Ow. And she's just like rolling around restlessly in the bed in pain.
Nana makes her way over to her and just gives her a gentle touch on the arm and says, "Oh, Gianna, what have you done to yourself?"
And she turns over and she sees your strained face, like wet with sweat. She looks at you for a moment. Melivora? And hand reaches out almost to touch your face and then jerks back. And you can see, like, the bed itself, there's black liquid just covering the sheets below her.
Gianna, look, I don't know how long we have to talk, but
8 hours.
I'm going to say it anyway. I do know how long we have to talk, Gianna. Gianna, I'm here with the Vanguard of the Black. We're in...
Who?
That's right. I'm here with
That's
some
so
friends,
normal,
and
that's-
we're going to help you. But to do that, I need to know what injured you and when. When did this begin?
I don't know how long it's been. Last thing I remember was making a portal back home.
Who were you fighting, and what did this to you?
The guardian of the swamp needed my help. There was something inside of him, and I needed to get it out. And she looks around. I'm gonna let it roll. Where are we? This isn't real.
We're in your dream.
My dream? Okay, let me try something. And she goes to sit up.
Oh, it's gonna shape it.
Yeah, and she strains.
Well,
and
actually, just as an insert here, Nana, you would know intrinsically from the spell that you actually have the power to shape the dream yourself to whatever you like.
That's what I was just thinking, yeah. Yeah. All right, so she's sitting up.
she's sitting up.
Does that mean I get to take away her pain?
Not
Is that
really.
considered shaping the dream? Okay, that's more of a deep down. Yeah.
Yes.
Nana will instead uncover the windows and make sure that the plants in her apartment look refreshed and beautiful. So there's sunshine coming in, and the apartment looks a little more homely and inviting.
Sorry, I'm just reading the spell as well.
Yeah. Shape the environment of the dream, creating landscapes, objects, and other images. So yeah, you can't change the person themselves.
No.
Oh.
But I'm just checking the wording regarding whether the dreamer can make changes as well.
I think they can, because I think Jalira did.
Jalira could be an edge case, though.
Julia can.
No,
I'm gonna say
well,
since it says it doesn't state anything
the
about it,
spell,
we're just
the spell's technically it says specifically this spell shapes a creature's dreams. So you are basically taking control of this person's dream.
Hmm.
Mm.
Then
Which
I'm
is why
going
they get
to.
a
What
which is why
is-
they get a save against it.
Yeah, but that's what I'm gonna ask. What is your spell save DC?
Oh, for dream it is a 19.
19.
That was big.
Yeah, I got a 26 on her
Damn!
spell check.
Nice.
She's gonna kick
Now,
me out.
now she has control.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
she's
it was a
control.
wisdom save, so I'm assuming it was a big one for the druid.
Yeah,
Plus, she's an elf.
she's-
And
she's an elven archdruid. So you realize as you're casting this spell, it's strange that you can actually use dream on her, since she's an elf.
Mm.
They can be unconscious, I suppose, though.
Yes, but this dream spell also specifically says it doesn't work on elves.
Oh shit! I didn't notice.
Yeah.
Mm. Hmm.
Sleep type magic does not work.
Oh, where the fuck are we then?
Where have you sent Nana?
Gerald? Help, I'm scared. I want to be picked up.
So Diana stands up from the bed. She walks over to one of the windows where you just opened the curtains. And she looks out. She peers, focuses. And you can see her back. There's this black liquid that's almost like just constantly dripping down from her back, leaving like a trail, almost like tar behind her as she's crossed the room. She looks out, and all of a sudden, it's like the world shifts and zooms towards you. You're still in the apartment, but the world outside is like you're moving, like you're in a vehicle that's zooming through the air. You move past places you recognize. And eventually, you end up in the swampland. Murky water, you can smell the stagnation. But at the same time, the water, parts of it looks clean. But then you move, and there's this imagery of Gianna herself talking to a dragon that's laying down in the swampy water itself. You see its black scales and its bent horns. It's fairly large. Nowhere near the size of the Ur-Dragon, but bigger than Chigor in his dragon form. And you can hear Gianna asking, "Why? Why is the swamp out of control? What is happening?" The dragon responds, but you cannot hear it. Like it's hidden behind an audible filter, you can just hear warbling. And Gianna says, Who? Who would be powerful enough to do this to you? And then you hear a high-pitched, similar warbling. As you see a figure wading through the swampy water. As the dragon starts standing up, you see black ooze coming out of his eyes, his nose, and his mouth. And these dozens, hundreds of small cuts opening in his scales and more of it pouring out. But instead of just pouring to the ground, when it touches water, it fizzles and creates this stinking, pale, bleachy scum. And some part of this ooze raises up, almost like pseudopod limbs that cover all around the dragons. You see this smaller figure that's coming closer walks up and puts a hand on the dragon. What you see is a little girl.
Damn it! Knew it.
With hollow-looking eyes. Something black moving behind them. And in the blink of an eye, the imagery changes. And the dragon screams out in pain and agony. And Gianna begs as she defends herself with her magic. She tries her magic on the dragon, not to injure it, but to heal it, to save it. As one of its claws rakes across her back. Both black dragon acid and black ooze enters her body, and she's instantly racked with pain. And in the last moment, as there's just this small child just watches as black swirls in the eyes peer at her. Gianna backs off before consciousness is stolen from her. She touches the ground and it swallows her up. And she falls down into her own apartment from above. And that's where we're going to have to end for today.
Nani?
Wow, it's almost like actions have consequences in this campaign.
Wow, it's almost like we need to catch the fuck out of Marnie and put her somewhere where she can never touch
Yeah.
anyone again.
Frickin' Marty
Frickin'
causing
Marty.
problems all over the
Yep.
place.
So I want to share this with the group. I've already shared this with Ozzy. Remember how earlier he was just saying how he's an expert at Balmer and really good for the after death? Why didn't you do that then? Already?
What?
Why didn't we
No,
deal
we're
with
gonna
the
get the
body?
black ooze out of there. I will.
What body? What
Well,
body
what
are you talking
happened?
about? Marnie, what do you mean? What body, Gouda?
Was Marnie not the one that died?
No. Pesty died.
Pesty. I was thinking Pesty.
Yeah. No,
Maybe
Marnie is
should
the
have
one
been a
who
body.
just keeps
Marnie was
like
sorry?
putting ooze in places where ooze
Yeah.
does not belong.
Marnie
Yeah.
is the it's hard
I'm
to
like
explain.
99% sure Marnie's also made of ooze, but we will find out.
Yeah.
Mhm.
With the hollow
So-
eyes, with swirling eye, you know.
Mhm.
We will
So-
see.
Fireball time?
No,
It's been a while since Gerald's done Fireball.
not in
Oh.
my tree.
I just give me the sign, man. Just give me the sign.
I mean, probably
Do it.
produce flame though. Like we already know that they don't like fire from the time we fought the ooze assassin.
That's true.
It's not that they don't like fire, it's just that fire has full effect. If you
Mm. I guess
not
not much like
resistant to
fire
it,
to
yeah.
be quite fair. Yeah.
And Marnie is like going to be one of the mini bosses before the big bad anyway. So like this is
Yeah.
You say it
got
with such-
Marnie, Martin, and Marvin.
yeah.
If
We got the
we
three
accidentally
M's.
burn down the forest, the druids won't be that mad,
Absolutely.
right?
No, this is. If we are
She's not
gonna fireball her,
here.
we're gonna.
Fire
oh
is
my
a
God.
natural part of
She's
many
not
environments.
here. She's in the swamp. That's like fucking.
Fire is not a natural part of every environment.
You don't have to do anything.
Look, we live in
I
Australia.
will
Fire
give you
is
the
a natural part
information
of
that
every
going
environment.
timeline wise,
Hmm.
this happened before the feast in Southport.
Oh shit.
This makes
Oh.
sense. Okay.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was a while ago. Okay.
Yeah.
She's been here that whole time. Damn.
She's been kept on life support, Gianna, this entire
That's-
time.
Hmm.
Well, the
That's
good.
a lot of pain.
So the
Mm.
good news is Rudy technically knows how to get the ooze out
Mhm.
because he's done it once before. Now, mind you, last time he went through the mouth, but I'm sure we can.
We
pick
have
this
a
up
very
another way.
convenient hole here.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. In fact, they keep opening up conveniently
Yeah.
enough. So that,
Yeah, I
that's-
was gonna say we just stop her
Yeah.
healing for like an hour,
Yeah.
and you do your whatever thing.
The dragon acid though is another thing.
Are you gonna lose more body parts if you do that, or are you just gonna...
No, Rudy's actually incredibly resilient to acid, specifically dragon acid as
fantastic.
well.
All we gotta
Yeah.
do is wash it out with a little bit of water. I'm sure it'll be fine.
Yeah, me and Nana will keep just like flooding it with water, and then you
I will be
just remove
honest.
it.
I kind of think it's the ooze that keeps opening it up. Like
Yeah,
dragon
yeah,
acid
yeah,
feels
yeah,
like
yeah.
it could be
Yeah.
healed with regular healing.
The
if the ooze
ooze
was
was a matter of just getting a hold of it and using what did Rudy use last time? Hang on. It was
Vampiric touch.
vampiric
He
touch. It
used-
was just constant application of vampiric touch and just like calcifying it inside the body and removing it. That was kind of the
Yeah.
idea of it.
Oh, it is
Oh.
Dramonia ER yet
Yeah,
again.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
I have a question.
Yes.
So we saved a bit of the fungus last time. What happens if we save a bit of the ooze and put it in the jar with the fungus?
I don't know.
We start to create a second apocalypse in a bottle.
Yeah.
We learned how the
Um.
first one was made, and it was actually us, but we went back in time and stored it in the place so we wouldn't get to it, and somehow we still got
God.
to it.
No.
Yikes.
But yes.
We will
You know
find
what?
a use for this apocalypse in a bottle,
And if
or
none of them
it's going
works,
to
we
come
just start
back.
pulling cards. Am I right?
Oh, we still
Oh, God,
haven't
you
had a
have the deck of
situation.
many
I
things.
totally
God.
forgot about it, honestly.
We need to find a situation to pull a card, right? Like you can't
We need
not
the
do it.
guests to pull the
Oh my god.
Do you know how
No.
mad Orb would be if he's not allowed to pull one, but I guess.
Okay, like
Me, the
oh.
player, I'd want to draw all the
Oh,
cards.
I know, right?
But like, I'm playing the person that would
Mm.
only do it, and if it was like the last resort, kind of a.
But if you pulled a really bad card, that'd be drawful.
Session's over. Doesn't
It
count.
would. It would.
Doesn't count.
But listen, no, you have to go to the server and look in Artist Alley on my Discord server. There's actual fan art of the Raccoon War.
Oh my
Wait,
God, what? Actually?
Yes.
Yeah, no,
Is it fire? I
Thank
think.
yeah.
Oh my god. Hold
Yeah.
on, hold on,
I think
hang
they
on.
were doodling.
Wait.
That's
Hang on.
amazing.
Wait,
Hold
wait.
on. I'm
Hold
looking.
on.
You gotta go.
I'm looking.
like Artist Alley,
looking,
right?
looking.
Hold
Yeah.
on. I want to do this without showing it, like as I navigate. Hold
I'm just doing it on my
Um,
phone.
Hold on. Let me you overlay.
It is.
There
It
it
is.
Oh my God!
Up here.
Wait,
Wait, where's
I
Dice
love
Tray?
that.
Dice Tray. Okay, remove Dice Tray. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna find it and then I'll bring it up on
I love that.
Artist Alley.
It is.
Oh my God. Hold
Oh
on,
god.
can I
Wait,
show
where is
you?
it? Sorry,
Where-
Jesse.
Artist
In
Alley.
Artist's Alley.
That's great.
Wait.
It
The
is
looming
wait,
shadow of the
perfect.
raccoon.
Oh, there it
Artist
is.
Alley.
Perfect.
Oh
It is
my god. Oh
perfect.
my god. Okay, hang on. How do I... There'll be a way to show this. Hold on. If we go to the battle map,
Yeah.
and then I tell the
Wait.
battle map to grab that... Oh god, that's
This is
ruined.
it.
That's... Oh my god, I've actually
we can see
destroyed...
it on Nana's stream or Cuddly stream.
Hang on.
Yes,
Yeah.
Nana's stream. Nana is
Yeah.
now a streamer.
It's
She
the
goes
same
to the
person.
river to
Yeah.
do it.
I'm
There you
just-
go.
I'm just
It
gonna-
looks
There you
terrible.
go. It's
But can
everywhere.
everyone in my chat see that now? There we go.
Wait, let me see.
That's
It looks.
that's
It looks.
gorgeous.
It
Oh my
looks
God.
terrible. Yeah, I know. I know what I've done. Just look. You can see it. You
I
can
love
see it.
that
Okay.
so
Just-
much.
Ozzy, this is broken.
It's very broken. It's okay. I can fix it because I'll just do
No, I love
this,
it.
And then I turn it off, and we're fixed.
Yeesh,
Waiting
I
for it
tell
to
you.
fix.
It's fixed.
Oh, hold on.
See,
Hold on.
it's
It's catching
fixed.
up. We're fixed.
Yeah, we're fixed.
Hold on.
Look, I know what
And
I'm
then the
doing.
coffee beans, and now we're fixed. Okay.
I know.
Now
Yeah.
we're fixed.
Yeah,
And then
yeah,
back to dice tray. See, I know what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what you're doing.
Perfect.
I made it horribly cursed on purpose.
Sure.
Yeah.
Sure.
Can I summon raccoons? Would it just to mess with them?
Maybe.
I summoned a raccoon.
Nana can be a raccoon.
True. I can turn someone into a raccoon.
If I needed to threaten those sticks, you know what I was gonna
Uh,
do.
Since we have a few minutes, I will ask if there's anyone in chat or any one of you players that have any questions about tonight.
Cannot bring it.
Yes.
Where was
Gaming
Ash?
Gaming Golfer does say, before they forget, #blame Arthur, #Josie for PM.
Thank you.
Mm,
Yes,
that's
true,
that.
true, true,
Yep,
true.
yep,
PM Prime Minister?
Yeah.
Ah, okay.
Of everything.
yep.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Pretty much. It is not quite as good, but almost as good as being the grand poobah de doink of all of this and that.
That
Ah.
is
That's pretty good. That's pretty
official
good. Yeah.
title. Yep.
It is an official title of Whitestone, yes.
Mhm.
I would like a more refresher on Marnie because obviously I've forgotten from back in viewer days.
Yes.
Because I was
Yeah.
confusing.
I just found my notes for it.
Yeah.
Mm.
Marnie's first appearance was during the party where Pepsi died.
That's probably why I was
Uh,
confusing
I
them.
think
both.
that's been her only appearance
Official
to us,
appearance. Yeah.
but
yeah.
she's been mentioned a couple times.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
the the warlock patron of a young
Ash.
lady named Ash
Mm.
that we met as a stowaway on a ship.
On a very specific ship, on the Tide Rider.
Yes.
Tide
Who
Rider.
was also an ooze.
Well,
Oh, don't
No,
know.
Sort of.
She was actually a
Sort
ooze.
of.
I think she was like ooze adjacent because her patron.
Yes.
Ooze
Ooze
adjacent? Do not
Yeah.
ooze
The
semantics with
things
me,
you
sir.
never thought you would hear.
I actually have an animated emote of a Marnie's
Your
Marnie's
cat.
familiar.
Can I ask where her ooze cat familiar is? Is it still swimming?
No, it's not still swimming.
Will it ruin it if I ask where it is now? Is it safely on land?
No, it got
Yes.
summoned. Oh.
Thank you.
It
That's
can
all
be
I wanted to know.
resummoned. It's familiar. It takes an action to poof it.
Yeah, but we all knew Ash. Would we think she would think to resummon it, or would it just keep swimming? That's my real question.
It would probably take a couple of days before Ash is like, where's Kitty?
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah.
So
They just bring it back.
Oh my God,
the
Void.
ooze
Yeah.
is a creature, or is Marnie a creature and the ooze is just one of her things?
Mm.
As far as the party knows, wherever Marnie goes, oozes follow.
Mhm.
Okay.
But I think Black Ooze is a creature in the actual
Yes.
game.
Black pudding.
Black
It's
pudding.
pudding.
Oh.
Because clearly it's edible.
Forbidden pudding.
I mean,
To some
Forbidden
I mean,
pudding.
it's drinkable.
delicacy.
Once.
Mm.
Yeah.
I
Once
honestly
you drink
love
it
that you
once.
asked
Yeah,
if
once.
any of us drank the toast.
Yeah.
Because you were just gonna throw us in that bucket.
Mm.
Yeah.
Oh my God, we would die.
Almost like Gouda says at the end of every session, it's almost like actions have consequences.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
of course. I just wanted to bring note, like, again, it has come up. Hang on. Aussie, look, someone is taking notes. You should as well. Oh, we've made this. We've had this discussion in the past.
We've had this discussion.
We have had this discussion in the past. Yeah.
Aussie's too much ADHD to take notes.
I actually cannot take notes. Yeah, so I because like running the stream and like playing the game is like already enough, and it's like I'm hoping with campaign 2 with some of the plans we have in play, like I might not have to run the stream at the same time, which means I can take notes, which will be awesome. But yeah, I legitimately cannot take like even when I was at university, I couldn't take notes and focus on a lecture at the same time. I had to just like try my best to sort of like mentally take the notes. So
Well, and you're
yeah.
like living in it as like you're not note taking. You're like very present in the story.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah.
I very
Yes.
much am. Yeah, I don't even talk to chat. I try not to. I just type when
He
needed,
hates you
so.
guys.
Yeah.
He doesn't even type back to me sometimes. He ignores me
Wow.
in chat
Wow.
sometimes too.
Wow.
Wow.
Probably never ignores me.
Oh my
No,
god, I'm
yeah,
being.
not true.
Oh my god.
Sorry,
Oh my God.
I'm on
I-
your side.
I
Hello.
had a question and an answer
Oh yeah.
here. So Void asked, "What was the best ingredient you found, if any, this episode?" And Goodetome said, "Mushroom thumbs." So that one's been answered.
Am
I'm
I wrong?
I'm sorry if I made Ami weird.
That was so funny. Because when I was, I was like, "Oh yeah, no, maybe he doesn't know how to hold a knife properly," and you took it and went, "No, he does." That was so
He does.
funny.
None of us told Nana either.
Yeah, I didn't feel like you made Army weird. I feel like you just confirmed what Gerald already knew.
Ami is
Ami's terrifying.
Oh
thing.
yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I feel
Terrifying.
like also during the meal, we didn't really get to talk about the meal much, but I feel like George would have been picking at his food where usually he just eats it. I feel like this time he would have been like picking the mushrooms out of whatever the food was.
I feel like after whatever this like mycelium related arc is, I think we're all going to be picking
Wait,
mushrooms out of
hang
our
on.
food.
Did anyone check our little vial to see if the mycelium was in there? Because what if the little mushroom that Army fed Arthur came from our vial?
Oh my God.
No, it was definitely.
He would
a vial.
never.
Oh,
He
you
would
would have
be
just
doing
seen it as
those
an
thumbs
ingredient and
though,
gone,
apparently.
you know?
Yes.
It was
it's-
Army all along.
Ami,
Oh my God.
I'm gonna let you know as well that we are on 4 puns.
Yeah. Did you guys
So,
know
I
that
don't
Ami's
know.
actually the big bad boss? I
Yeah.
don't think you do.
No.
Yeah. Sorry,
around
it's
and
It's
like,
good we're
Cherry's
only
like,
four. That means you. That means you
There's
didn't
a
hear
lot
one
of
of my
things.
puns.
There's oh wow,
Oh.
good for you.
I got
then.
away
Like,
with it. I've gotten
Yeah.
away with one pun almost every single episode, just so you're aware.
That's
And I
actually pretty
usually
well done.
type it
I
to
applaud
Cuddly
that.
afterwards, like I need validation.
Oh,
Cuddly
man.
can confirm this.
That's like whenever I actually say a pun, I make sure everybody fucking knows I said it because I'm like, this doesn't happen. Take
I
it.
This
know
never
whenever,
happened.
Like, if it doesn't get heard the first time and we're continuing on, I'm like, oh, okay. I'll go to Cuddly. She'll validate me.
It's true.
I don't want to like re-interrupt. I already have my tangents because ADD.
Oh dear. Yeah, I don't really have any questions or anything from chat over here. Most of mine are just my regulars, so everyone who's can we just appreciate that we have fucking regulars tuning in to this story
D&D.
every
Hey,
week?
we love you.
Every
Yes.
week.
It's
Every
amazing.
week.
Love you.
It's
all.
so
Do you have
cool.
a channel you're chilling out in? Thank
I
you
know
for
some
coming and
American
hanging out with us.
watchers have to watch the VOD too, because I know people in my
Yes.
community are always like,
Yes.
I try, but I fall asleep like half an hour
I
in.
know it's
No, but like in a weird way, falling asleep is actually really nice because that means like we're like, you know, it's something you can just chill to. It's not like, you know, we're not like being jarring or anything like that. I think that's fantastic.
I'm always
To
jarring.
be
I'm
fair,
always
Ozzy,
fans.
they also fall asleep to my streams that I'm literally screaming. So
Okay.
I mean, you have a soothing voice, a good scream.
I don't understand
good
because I'm
scream.
literally just a gremlin.
Good
You
scream.
just got a really
I was-
relaxing scream, I guess.
I raged at Slime Rancher, so I don't think I'm very comforting.
At this point in D&D, I would also rage at Slime Rancher just because of all the
Yeah.
trauma I've been through.
Oh my god.
So-
We've got slime trauma.
Vanguard of the Black play Slime Rancher.
No.
I feel like we're
And
all
that's
in
fine.
No,
No.
Vanguard of the
There
Black.
are cat-shaped ones. Did you know that? There's cat-shaped
Yes, there are.
slimes.
There's
Yeah.
like 3 different cat-shaped ones. There's
Oh
the
my
cabbies,
God.
there's
That
the
was-
tigers, and
Yeah.
then there's one other. I think
Absolutely never.
I collected them.
dear.
They were my good children. Well, no,
I-
the puddle slimes were my good children.
Before we raid off, because I will not be keeping a stream on after this today. I have told so to my community through the Discords. But I will be plugging the monthly one-shots because we had one last night and it was heckin' amazing. We did. I've put a lot of effort into upgrading the quality, and I dare say it paid off. The entire session started with them having to read actual quest notes and then playing jigsaw puzzles with map pieces in Roll20 to figure out where they can go.
That's cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Ooh. That is-
So for anyone curious about D&D, I do run monthly one-shots. The next one-shot is planned to be the 1st of October. The only requirements is that you are either completely new to D&D or a Twitch subscriber, and then you join the Discord and you are free to play.
There you go.
And it is a series of one-shots following a sky pirate crew aboard the ship Azure Horizons with the most incompetent captain ever. Yes, last night the captain was sadly absent as he had to run off to one of his many lovers and explain that gonorrhea can be treated.
Yeah, that has not changed.
That
since I
just
was
seems
in that.
responsible. Honestly, we all deserve a captain like that.
Roju
How's-
was
how's
in the
Tony
one
doing?
shot where they figured out at the end that all they did the
Yeah,
entire
Aaron-
session, for life and death, they were getting some medication for the captain's STDs.
Yeah, we were literally just going to an alchemist on the down low to pick up a cure for an STD for the captain. And we're like, we almost died for this.
And the captain was very thankful.
That's all that matters. Smile.
Yes. Yeah, last session before that, when the ship was attacked by a rival gang of sky pirates, turns out the captain was on the toilet.
Huh.
When you gotta go, you gotta. No, I'm.
Yeah,
defending
he
Yeah,
this.
this is true.
Yeah.
When nature calls, I mean,
When
you
nature
can't hang
calls.
up.
I can. But who are we raiding today?
That's true. Are any of you guys continuing at all?
only if we're playing played up.
I mean, I'm happy to play with you. I won't continue streaming myself, but
Yeah, I might be
But
able to
I
play,
will-
but not stream.
I will
So
do.
are
I will
we
do the thing if you want.
raiding Gouda?
Good is not currently
Good
live.
is not live.
Oh
We're
yeah,
not
so we're
live.
not.
Do we speak openly about our diabolical plan to bribe Penny Meowie to guest campaign 2?
It sounds like you
Yes.
have already done this, but Penny is live.
That's what I'm saying. We're just nourishing that
I
seed.
think that's a great idea.
Oh,
think
I
that's a
see what you
fantastic
mean.
idea.
Like
I
we
see.
get in there and just little
Mm.
subtle reminder.
Yeah,
Mm.
yeah, subtle, like
Get
like
in
me
there,
going,
play
like
D&D
yeah.
with us. Yeah.
like a certain someone texting Aussie once a day for 2 months, being like, "When are we playing D&D?"
Done.
Well,
I
the
heckin'
answer to
love
that
Penny.
question is every Sunday night for the last freaking couple of years, Josie. So
That's true.
there you go.
Yeah,
There
it
we
worked out,
go.
didn't it?
It did.
But we are indeed raiding. Thank you all for
we
being
are.
here. Thank you
So-
so much. I'm gonna let you all wrap up in your own pace, but I'm
Mm.
gonna get in there. I'm super
Send it
tired.
out to Penny, eh? All right.
Sending it out
Sounds
to
good.
Penny.
Sorry,
Thanks,
can I have that
guys,
full
for
name?
the
Penny
fun.
Penny Meowie.
playing Sekiro?
Yes.
Sweet. All right, thank
So
you.
I will see you next time. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.